Welcome to today's episode of Love Fallout or Die Trying. I think today's tactic is to do quests. Imagine. Kitten, I'll carry on. Bye, beat up to the stream. We didn't give ourselves time to fail the flop game there. That went by really quick. Chaz, good morning as well. How are we all? Welcome to the stream. Right. Today, I think I keep worried about beating the game, so I stopped doing the main quest, but I think we just keep pushing on, and if no side quests arrive, we just... Do you know what I mean? We'll maybe take if we're ever in an area and there is a place we've not discovered, we'll go there first, but I don't think I need to worry too much about running out of quests. Either way, it's a mystery to me, this game. I go from absolutely adoring it to being completely confused by it, and it seems to go stream by stream. How are we all? Welcome to the stream. Good afternoon / good morning, whichever fits. I was going to start talking about all orange starts to the stream, but Chaz has come in and ruined it, you know. Mina, welcome to the stream as well, and good afternoon. Today, we go to Vault 87, because the main quest suggests I should, and that is where we'll find ourselves a Gek, which I'll explain in a second.
What do you call a scientist who splits atoms to create bubbly beverages? A nuclear physicist.
That just read out perfectly. Like, if nobody was watching or could see that written down, that just looks like Santa. Impressive. Welcome to the stream and thank you for the bits. I do my best, says Chaz, to ruin things in the name of the Greens. Gwynblade, welcome to the stream as well. Let me just load in. I need to just tab out for a second once we've got it. Then we're going to go to Little Lamplight because that vault that was locked under the cave full of children, I think I can actually get into it today. You'd hope the main quest brings the side content in view at a sensible time. True, Gwynblade, but I think the problem is I assumed that I had to go looking for it, whereas this game is probably designed better than that, where the side content gets delivered as you're pushing through the main story. I think it actually is like that, but I've just misjudged it. I can't get the camera right, ignore me. Just ruin things in general. The greens is just a bonus. Look at Chaz admitting that the greens ruin things. You know what? Agreed. Santa, thank you for the bits and love to the stream. Gwynblade, Chaz, Bybee. Mina, Kitten, Alkarion. How are we all? So... Oh, look at Dogmeat. Dogmeat is, much, much better as far as companions are concerned than Wadsworth Dogmeat. I can't, it just stands there puffing and panting, but that's not exactly any better than what Wadsworth does. Fallout 3 is just good vibes. I hope you're enjoying the playthrough. Abstractly, welcome to the stream as well. I'm a bit sort of... I have days where I love it and then days where it frustrates me. But overall, trending positive, Abstractly. How about that? Good morning as well and welcome to the stream. It must be an early morning as well, right? Dogmeat is top tier. He is. He's actually hurt. Press 1 to heal Dogmeat. I know you're all going to press 1, so I'm going to do it anyway. Dogmeat. Good morning. Here, have a stim pack. Wait. Never mind. Stay where you are. Actually, come with me. Everybody's voting to heal you. 1 second. Yeah? Right, now, let me give you a stim pack. So you feel a bit better. Is that good? Good? Right, now stay here. Don't move. Ah! My soul! Zetan, welcome to the stream. Is this TTW? What does TTW mean, Zetan? I don't know what you mean. I noticed the same thing in another game today. Why do all dogs' idle animations in games insist on being hyperventilating? Yeah, if you heard your dog sound like that, you'd think, what the fuck's wrong with him? What's he eating? He's eating a bit of the couch that doesn't agree with him. Alright, Wadsworth, good morning. I have a busy day today.
Home, sir.
Hello, how are we?
Good morning, sir. What can I do for you?
I would be remiss if I didn't ask you for a joke. Rate this out of 10.
I once visited a crematorium that gave discounts for burn victims.
See you later, Wadsworth.
Of course, of course. Don't let me keep you.
If you want to if you want to pick breakfast, say the word hedgehog. Oh, it means total twat worker, I see. It was the display cow. Have you gone and eaten some prize furniture, dog meat? Give him all your supplies, you don't need any. Total twat work. 10 says Chaz, 9 out of 10 says Bybee. Tale of Two Wastelands, a mod that is Fallout... this is just the absolute default version, so I've never played this game before, and I'm playing it in as default a version as possible. The only mods I've got are the ones that allow it to be fucking shown on screen, because that's an enormous effort. Mina, you're picking breakfast. We're off the little lamplight today, because we're going to try and finally crack into that vault underneath. Yeah, no, this is just as vanilla as possible, Z10. Jenny, a word, please. I always feel like I look a bit sort of aggressive in this helmet. Jenny.
Hey, what can I get you?
Mina's picking today. Can you show me the menu?
Have a look.
Mina, I need
edible. Some of it even tastes good.
I don't know if you're confident with that, Mina, but I need a food and a drink item off this list. I've just bought 5 more stim packs for dog meat, Chaz. Is that alright? Come on, Mina, a food and a drink item. It's got to be exceptionally nutritious and also cheap. You'd like squirrel bits. That's Trim's nickname at school. And a drink item. Is there any drink items on here? There's dirty water. There's your options. I guess I know what you're picking, because it's the only fucking option. I'm going with it anyway. Thank you, Jenny.
Enjoy.
Roger that.
Have a good one, stranger.
Have a good one eating fucking old squirrel and dirty water. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. Lovely, lovely. Oh, can you just feel that nutrition going down? Delightful. Isn't that right, ma'am?
I hope the dog in this has a better time than that one in the film I Am Legend. Imagine starring in such a fucking awful mess.
Well, I don't think dog meat could... I mean, depending on your opinion of the Fallout series, dog meat might be given the same problem. I'm going to buy some shotgun shells from Moira. I don't need shotgun shells, do I? I'm obsessed with buying shotgun shells, but I don't need them. I do need another combat shotgun for repair purposes, actually. Hey, Walter.
What do you need?
I've got some scrap metal, I think, if you're interested.
I sure am, Sonny. What have you got for me?
Take all this crap that I've got.
Well, all right. Let me count out your caps.
70 caps for nothing. That's paid for breakfast and then some. See you later, Walter.
Well, back to work.
What I really like about Walter is he is running a functional water processing plant in a post-apocalyptic wasteland, and every single aspect of it is made out of old plane parts and scrap metal. Yet he is managing to run this silently. Listen. I can't even run a fridge that quietly. Yeah, Walter, amazing work from Walter. Alright, we spoke to the Brotherhood of Steel yesterday, and they told me the location of all of the other vaults. I need what's called a GECK, a G-E-C-K. I can't remember what it stands for, but it's essentially... I think the vault dwellers, when they first was sold the idea of living in the vaults before the bombs fell, they was told if they buy themselves a place in a vault, they will stay safe while the bombs are dropping. And then after that, every vault will be given what's called a GECK, which is this device that like terraforms the surrounding area, which can turn the wasteland into like lush green pre-war beauty. But it turns out that our vault wasn't given a GECK. So a father who wanted to, he's dead now because of events of Monday's stream, who wanted to cleanse the water in the river and make this place livable, wanted to try and locate one of these GECK things. And apparently there might be one in Vault 87. Vault 87 is relevant because that's the one where the kids are living in the cave nearby. So we're going to go back to Little Lamplight and go and speak to the children. It uses the same silent equipment as the server rooms in TVs and films. Yeah. Somehow you don't go deaf, right? I do really need a combat shotgun. Can I... Geki shot for Gecko. You're welcome. Thank you, Chaz. Okay, my combat shotgun's nearly busted, but I have got my assault rifle and plenty of ammo, so we'll use that if I need to. When the reload ad says I'm tired of losing. Well, you had to reload and you got an ad. And it was talking about losing on the way into the Doomhaus. That just feels pertinent in some way. So Geki shot for Gecko. Chaz, I'm so glad you're here, honestly. If we didn't have you giving us helpful tips and hints. Alright, does it feel like the ads on Twitch, for those that watch channels you're not subscribed to, does it feel like the ads are calming down slightly? Because like 3 months ago, not even that, 3 weeks ago, it was ridiculous. It was just like 6 strings of ads over and over again. And it feels like now I get them a lot less, and when I do get them, they're nowhere near that bad. Has that scorpion got a broken leg? It's been a big Reddit, but I'm a bit worried. Garden of Eden creation kit, that's the one. Thank you, Zeta. I'm alright with that, everybody, because I just couldn't remember it. I've been told that multiple times. Have you been getting less as well? You're not going... What, so you're just not going into streams you're not subscribed to anymore, or not browsing new streams? Right? You're either subscribed or you know a stream's worth it before you enter, otherwise, you know what I mean? Right. Let's go work out how to get into this vault. I'm assuming now I have a purpose I can go and ask these kids in Little Lamplight. How do I get in there, for example? Something's angry. Please don't be Enclave. Because how a little mistake in the water the water treatment plant. Not only did Father die, it also brought forth an enormous faction of, I think, government bastards called the Enclave. Again, don't go into any more detail. Yeah, we don't know a great deal, and we're going to fill it in by playing the game, right? You're just not browsing streams anymore, it's mostly Doomhaus. Yeah, people that you know you're going to at least get something out of, right? You either need to be subbed or to confirm that it's worth the effort, otherwise you just... Yeah, it just breaks browsing, it's so sad. I was hoping my ad blocker updated or something, but maybe Twitch actually has decent humans at times running it. It seems so. I think it's widespread that the ads are down. And it can't be anything other than good news. Where's this place? I don't know if I know where I am. Just some little settlement on the way. Oh, is this the place with the... Yes. Place where I fought the Talon Company recently. That is a lot of massive scorpions. Not sure if it's worth the effort, but the chat is at least funny most of the time. Yeah, I gotta say. Maybe the streamers themselves in this godforsaken little shithole group aren't worth watching, but at least there's some relatively entertaining people. Where's Cellist when we need it? When it's time to speak to children? I've heard Cellist is quite good at least scaring them. We just visit everywhere just to make sure I've got places marked on the map. I just realised apparently I'm assuming because the guy for the Brotherhood of Steel. Fucking hell. Alright, come up here. Come right to here, and then I'm going to drop off, and you can at least spend 10 seconds struggling to get down, so I can at least get a head start. Yeah, the guy at the Brotherhood of Steel said this vault has an extremely irradiated entrance. And we did discover that. Fucking hell, you made it here quick. Am I going to have to kill this thing? Yep. Loud noises. Shooting the stinger does. Chrisman! Here I am. Oh! Ow! Okay, that hurt. Not sure it's worth it. Sorry, yeah, if anything, there's a lot of people doing the same thing as Bybee. If the majority of people stop browsing around and only stick with the same few, then maybe they noticed in a lot of revenue from ads not being seen. Possibly, yeah. Because that's the only thing that would make them change, right, is the effect on their bottom line, as the saying goes. But yeah, I mean, I know Fallout just doesn't seem to be that popular of a game on Twitch. Like, a lot of the times in a lot of games you get like not ambient, but you get a lot of lurkers or a lot of newer people. But in Fallout it seems to be, it's like playing off the tag. But it does also feel like we're just meeting less people on stream than we have over the last 6 or 7 years. And I think it might be because there's no... It is so difficult to go and explore, right? Like you say, a lot of people using buy-beats. That's the Enclave. Run, out. Fuck fighting the Enclave and their mind-controlled death claws. That's not worth it. Because don't you think it feels like in the last, 6 months, the amount of sort of random people you meet on Twitch seems to be a lot lower? Streamer said bottom, pass it on. Who are you? That's somebody with a combat shotgun, and I need one. That is a very painful combat shotgun too. I need that combat shotgun to repair mine. Don't damage his gun, Mel. Don't damage his gun, you need it. Did I really miss that shot? I didn't fucking miss that one. Okay, there's his combat shotgun. Shotgun shells to replace the ones I just fired at him. I'd like to replace the stim pack if that was possible. I wonder if you can repair... let me test something. I'm trying to work out how repairing works. Can I repair one set of... I can! Oh! So I was worried that I had to repair one item with another similar, like you do with weapons. But I think in this you just have to repair... Because if I repair that one with that one... It can be any item. Good international stream title, but absolutely, I'm just playing to the widest net possible, Gwynblade. That looks like he's got a combat... No, that's not a combat shotgun, I can tell from here. I'm going to have to fight this guy. Despite it costing me a fuckload of ammo. No! That's me dead. Some slightly questionable decisions there, I must admit. That was not my finest hour. Take them sugar bombs for health. I guess I can just repair my armour with any armour. I might as well pick up literally any armour. So I can repair that now with the Talon cut. Okay, that's good. That's pretty good. I can repair my assault rifle as well. Roger that. So good job I bought 5 stims. I think I've used 10 just getting over here. This is a zero fast travel playthrough, by the way, if you're wondering why I'm wandering around the wasteland using all of my stim packs, bullets, durability, and everything in between, just crossing to somewhere I could fast travel to. It'd be a shame if I was to spread my references too wide, Gwynblade, right? Such a clever stream, I know, right? My terribly questionable stream titles. If an item breaks, you can repair it, Chaz. So I've got a sniper rifle I'm trying to equip. Look, at the top left it says broken items cannot be equipped. So that's totally broken and it's still usable. I just need another... I need to either peer through the fucking teeth like I was doing before I worked out the repair system, or find a sniper rifle that I can use. Assuming... I wonder if I could repair a sniper rifle with a hunting rifle. I don't think I can. Worth a try though. Again, don't let me know if I can or can't. We'll investigate in the future. These kids better be forthcoming. I'm wondering now, because I have the information about Vault 87 and the fact it's got a GEC, then I wonder if I can... now, if I've got more dialogue options with them. And it's true what I was saying, right? I don't think this game facilitates just exploring and like ambient... I keep saying ambient for things that... Just exploring and picking up quests and missions, like in Skyrim, where you just walk into a building and walk out of it with 7 new quests. I think in this game, you kind of have to sort of look around while you're doing the main quests to get the others. I'm sure you could just stumble into these things, but I don't think it's the most efficient way of doing it. Just going to Skyrim my way around the rocks, ignore me. Touch wood. I've not actually encountered the Enclave too much on this journey, which is good because it's ridiculous that they've got mind-controlled death claws. It feels like a step too far, thank you, Fallout. Alright, this is a little lamplight where the kids are. So if you didn't see the streams last week, this entire little civilization is just run by children. But there's been a good question that we've not answered. So the idea is that when kids get to 16, they have to leave. And we've seen it happen. Stinky. What was his Stinky? Was that his name? Sneaky? Stinky? Slinky? Can't remember his name, but he's dead. But the question is, where are they getting new children from? Because they've been doing this for 200 years. Let's go. Put on your talk to children hat. I can't remember that kid's name now and I feel bad. I think it was Stinky. Shaky. It's really it is really creepy. They're obviously getting kids from somewhere. Alright, this is where they're setting up. There's a doctor's office over there. This is the shopkeeper?
Watch it.
No. Hello, knock knock.
Hey, did you hear the one about the ridiculous Mungo who... Oh, wait. Never mind.
Listen, I need to get into Vault 87. Have you got any idea?
We don't go there. It's bad back there. Ask Mayor if you really want to know.
I do. Alright, I'm going to go ask him.
Alright, bye.
Well, when a girl and a gal like each other, they do things and make a baby.
A girl and a gal? Here, stop.
Mongo, Mongo, smells like Dongo.
That kid's going to grow up to be amazing in Twitch chat. He's going to, do you know what I mean? He's going to thrive. I always assumed one of our parents would have explained this. That kid needs a scat. I thought the same, Mina. I mean, I've got a shotgun. If you know what I mean? I'm in the business of providing. I thought so, Kira. I thought our parents would have explained this. Where's Mayor McCready? I need to get into. So let me just. I guess I can show the problem that we face. So this cave is the end. The cave where the kids live just happens to be the entrance to Vault 87, or the back entrance, because the top entrance is rammed with super mutants and heavily irradiated. So this is Princess. She's a bit, you know what I mean. But look. That, to me, that looks like a vault entrance, because that looks like the little wooden doors that surround the others. If I had to guess, there's a group of people trapped in the vault, forced to pump out babies and have them stolen by children. Or maybe they just find them wandering the wasteland. Both sound good. I think there is a possibility that it might be the former, Chez. I can't pick the lock by it because Princess won't let me through. She'll snap me up. I can cut his face with a combat shotgun, right? I also shit at lockpicking, that's what I'm going to be putting my points into going forward. Here, kid, come back. Just put my gun away. I don't like chasing children with a shotgun is not the best thing Mel's ever done. Kid, come back. Stop, come back. Hello, Knick-Knack.
Got something to say?
I do. Vault 87. Do you know how to get in it?
We don't go there. It's bad back there. Ask Mayor if you really want to know.
I will. I'm going to go.
Waiter.
Waiter, did he just say? Do I look like a waiter? Hey, it's Harry Potter again. Come here.
Watch it.
Mayor McCready.
What now, Mungo?
I'm interested in getting in Vault 87.
You don't want to go there. That's
Why?
where the monsters are. We got pretty good at keeping them out. Probably better than you could do.
Yeah, but I need to get in. Wait, what monsters?
The big ones. You know, the ones that sort of look like people, except they're all wrong.
Geordies. Do you know how to get in there?
Yeah, I do. It's through Murder Pass. Not a real safe way to go, but it's the only door that works.
There's another way, right?
It's the only way that works, yeah. The
No.
other door hasn't worked since before I was here. Computer's busted, and not even Joseph can make it work.
Joseph? Where can I find him?
I'm the mayor, not a babysitter, Mungo. Beats me.
All
Maybe
right,
he's
fine.
back there by the door. Fuck if I know.
All right, sweary. Right. If I was to use Murder Pass, though...
You sure about that? It's scary in there. Even I don't like going in there, and I'm really brave.
All right, do I have permission? Do you know what? I'm sure. I'm going to consider that route.
Okay, if you say so. Come on, let's get the gate open for you, Mungo.
No. Wait. Mayor McCready, I'll meet you there in a... I'm just going to nip and I'll just... Where's Joseph? Joseph's that little teacher kid, right? I need to find Joseph. He might be able to crack the computer and we can get in the back door.
What are you doing?
Mate, I'm looking for Joseph. Where is he? Looks like... Wait. Have you just spilled the fact that this character makes a return in Fallout 4? Because I've not played that game before. Shit, I didn't see that going late in time. The scar would help, yeah, but only if that kid's acting was a bit more wooden. And he'd definitely be a bit like Potty Harold. Are you talking about Richard Griffiths? Was that just the least subtle way of saying that that character makes a return in Fallout 4? Which has now made him immortal in this game, and I don't need to worry about him dying. Well, fuck if I know. Do you know what, Bybee? He actually did produce that. Perform that line perfectly.
Hey!
Shut up, Potty Harold. Right, where is... Or just the name of the mayor? Yeah, but I'm assuming that was a, like... You know, if you kill him here, then he won't show up in 4. True. Hurt the mayor or hurt Potty Harold? Where is Jacob? So the mayor's going to meet me at the back door and he's going to just let me in through Murder Pass, which I assume is full of Geordies. Fucking super mutants. But... if I can get through the safe way... I did ask the mayor where Jacob was, but he... Do I have like an optional quest that says go and find Jacob? Search lamplight caverns for a way, okay. Jacob! Hello? Hello? Why have the kids got a bar? Nobody to click the link? It's been a while since we've had one of them as well. Nobody click the link. Don't go anywhere near the link. Don't look at the link. Don't click the link. I had to look at what Geordie. Don't click the link. Maybe Jacob's at the doctor's? All these dogs have names. Pete. There isn't even a link. These bots are getting lazy. You want to be unknown. In the shadows. Bumble. Where's Jacob?
Excuse me.
Sorry, Lucy, I'm looking for Jacob. Are you treating him for any maladies at the moment? I mean, there's been scandals, Alkeria.
Hey.
It's been known to happen. Where the fuck is Jacob?
Watch it.
You watch it. Used to be in a band called WoW. You have viewers.
Watch
Jacob! Where have you come from? You wasn't here last time I was there.
Excuse
Wham, there we go. I had a feeling. Not in Fallout by a bit, thankfully. Where is he? This is driving me up the... Maybe he's having a bab. Jacob! I've seen every character now, multiple times, but not seen Jacob once. That's not Jacob, that's not Jacob. I just want to get into Vault 87, is it too much to ask? Maybe he's in the general store. There's so many kids... Hello. You don't know where Jacob is, dear? Why does she look at me like that? Maybe he's waiting at... Possibly. He's not in here, is he? Hello, no, hello. He might have actually gone to meet me at Murder Pass. He might be at the back entrance.
Hey.
Hello. Stop talking to me. I'm busy. I'm on a mission. Let's go check Murder Pass. So I'm assuming there's 3 ways to get in. There's the exterior way, which is the main entrance, which is full of soupy mutants. There's Murder Pass, which is oh shit, they've actually cracked the door.
Hey.
Don't have to kill Princess now. I got in anyway. No.
Watch it.
I'm not going to go die in Murder Pass if there's a way I can sneak in any easier. Because there is a back door with a little computer on it near that generator, and I'd rather get in that way if I can. I just need to find this fucking Jacob character. Maybe we just sit in the main hall. Not the main hall. The Great Chamber, and just wait and see if he patrols by. Because these kids don't seem to sleep, it would appear. They just run around all day and act sassy if you try and speak to them. And call me a mungo. There! See him, I've got him. He's got that little hat on. Not if I can help it, it's not. I saw him, he's there. Maybe Jacob is in Murder Pass. He's here, Chaz.
Hey.
No, that's not him. What the fuck? Jacob.
Watch it.
I refuse. Polite reminder to read the chat rules. Yes, if you could. Yeah, all them chat rules about I'm not allowed to be helped or given hints or advice.
Hello.
If that's okay, just to make me enjoy Fallout. He's got to be here somewhere. I refuse to, like... I thought I saw it, because he's... I think he's got, like, an orange striped shirt on or something. Sounds like a typical quest occurrence. I did, like... I went to Murder Pass and it wasn't there. Nobody was there, and even Mayor McCready wasn't there. He's the one character I can't...
Hey!
Yes!
Please no help, hints, tips, pointers, assistance, guidance,
I really
reminders,
thought
tricks, glitches or advice. And
Siddles had
please
written
don't
this.
confirm or deny his idiot guesses and assumptions. He's playing this for the very first time, and trying to do so completely blind, without looking anything up, using no guides, and with no help from those in the know. The suffering is part of the experiment. Thank you.
It's like... Siddles has been writing that in bits, and I thought, that's weirdly sort of formally written for Siddles. Like, that's... And there's, like, all proper grammar and stuff. I was surprised. I was like, where's he... Like, Siddles has got it in him. I was shocked. And then I realised he's just copying the chat rules that I'd completely forgotten how they were worded and everything. So this be a lesson to everybody. Be very, very careful when complimenting Siddles. Because it will almost always backfire. Right, you're Jacob. I am... He did mean, yeah. He copied my homework. Like he copied the homework of on his test at work earlier. Copied the guy next door. Alright, it's just doing my head in now. Where the fuck is Jacob? I'm going to Murder Pass to have a look. If I have to shoot my way through Murder Pass, I'll do it. Because this is annoying me. Today was the day where I was going to actually focus on not wandering around in circles and actually doing missions. And it turns out we're wandering around in bastard circles again. Thank you, Fallout. Okay, so this is the alternate entrance. This is the reason why we suspected there was a vault in here, because this is all vault tech as fuck, right? So... Jacob, if you're in here, I'll be furious. Look, this is obviously a rear entrance. but you have to. You need a key to open it, which the kids don't have. There is, however, this computer right here, but I can't access the computer because it's not powered. I assume if I was to speak to Jacob now, he would talk to me about this, because Mayor McCready said Jacob knows about the other way, but he's struggling to get in. I'm sorry, complimenting Siddles? Is that one of those oxymorons? No, that's one of them people that believe in skincare products, I think. There you go, there's another vastly international reference. Wait. I think I saw somebody that I haven't spoke to yet. Jacob?
Watch it.
Joseph?
What's happening?
Joseph, I've been looking for Jacob this whole time. I completely forgot your name is Joseph. I do apologise, but I do hear there's a door nearby that doesn't work.
Nuh-uh. Door works fine. Computer's broke.
Right.
Well, maybe not broke, but it sure don't work right. I turned it off because it was just wasting power.
Okay. Do you have the password still?
Nope. Nobody ever wrote it down. And then one day somebody forgot. You know how it goes.
Yeah. Right. Can you turn the computer back on? Because I might be able to hack it.
Sure, if you want. Come on, it's over here.
I did it. It's called Joseph, that's the problem. I want to get in this. Please don't crash game. I've just found the kid. Okay, I'm saving. I've never struggled with a fucking game so much. Just to keep it on screen. Buy me things for the bits, by the way. I'm worried about Jacob now. I miss him. Whoever he is. Alright.
Watch it.
Good man.
Okay, there you go. The computer is on again. Don't know what good it'll do you.
Appreciate it.
Waiter.
I could ask that kid for a haircut then. Right. Boys and girls, let's use our combined brain power to do this again. We've done very hard ones, we can do an average one, surely. Okay. I need to go in here and find this Gex, so we need to get this right, so I don't have to do murder pass. Set, halt, rest, restart. Yep. Alright, if you would like to take Cellist's brown name, pick a word off this list. Go! First person is the person that has the attempt. Gwynblade says feverish. That's the top on my screen. If this is right first time... 1 out of 8 correct as well. That's not good. Alright, can it be ordering? Nope. Can it be anything? Yes. Anything? Location? Anything, location, creating, anything, location, creating, anything, location, creating, breaking, anything, location, creating, breaking, cleaning. Oh god, anything, locating, creating, anything, location, creating, breaking, cleaning. So only contrast and ordering. Right, somebody pick a word then. Anything, location, creating, breaking, or cleaning. Anything, location, creating, breaking, or cleaning. I'm going to make you knobheads do this. Anything, says Bybee. Okay, 3 out of 8. Good. So it was location. Is the I. No. Creating... breaking or cleaning. Alright, creating, breaking or cleaning. It's an ing word. Creating, breaking... No, wait. Kitten says breaking. Alright. We should have this then. It's breaking. It's creating, right? Did I just lock myself out? I think I have another chance with my perk though, right? Okay, I do. Fuck! How did I get that wrong? Idiot. But now I have a perk where it's not the end of the world. Fuck. Sorry, I wasted everybody's time there. My bad. Alright. Somebody, pick a word off here. If the first person gets it right on the first try, you get Cellist's brown name. Please do it. So creating was 6, not 5. I see. I jumped the gun there. If I went back and looked now, I'd probably see it as well. I just automatically assumed. Alright, somebody pick a word off this. Chaz, infrared. Where's that? If this is right, this better be right. Ooh, 3 out of 8 though, that's good. AED, so it can be revealed. Can't be collapsed, but it can be revealed. Can't be actually. Can be declared. No, it can't be declared. Can't be repelled. What word did I say it could be? Can't be defeated. Could be released, right? Revealed and released. So if I go revealed, in. Good shit. Alright, that was a bit faster than the last one. But you had 2 attempts there and Cellist keeps his brown name. Alright, we're logging in. Vault Tech Remote Access Terminal 07B. Unlock. Lock disengaged. Joseph, I've got in.
It makes me feel safer knowing you're around.
Yeah, it won't do because I've just cracked the vault through I cracked the door to a vault full of Geordies. I need to go.
Okay. Bye-bye.
We are essentially entering this vault via its anus. Wish me luck. I need to be in here, get the Gek, and go. Hopefully everybody's still alive inside. Well, that sounds like a fucking super mutant. I've leveled. Oh, spend it all in lockpicking, right? Okay, everything's going in lockpicking. What else was I going to do? I can't remember what else I was going for. Animal Friends where we want it, right? Grim Reaper Sprint. If you kill a target in VATS, all your action points are restored upon exiting. What? If you kill a target in VATS, all your action points are restored upon exiting. 100%. That's amazing. Alright, finding the Garden of Eden. So the Gek is the Garden of Eden creation kit. That is the most optimistic bullshit name. The Gecko, yeah. Like a Bly lizard. Wait, that's the company that made Guild Wars. That does sound broken, Chaz. I'm all for it. Yeah, this place is just racked with super mutants, right? I'm not confident about this one. So the Genesis device. Similar. Yes, the idea is that it just creates, it terraforms the local area. Some mentats as well. There's a lot of shit in front of the door. Why is this area like this? Why is it full of blood? Sexy sleep. Press 1 to see Merle in sexy sleepwear. It's alright, don't worry, you don't have to type it. I know what you're going to type. To do the rest of the run in sexy sleepwear. Zetan, Baby, Chaz, Kitten, Mina, did you all get what you want? Does that satisfy in the end? Scrap metal? Am I encumbered? Did I really just encumber myself? No. Slow walk up. Activate Peter Stevens' personal journals. I would, says Santa. Oh god, look at all these. Alright, boys and girls, get comfortable. So then you've arrived just for story time. I finally broke into the vault underneath the cave where those children were living. I'm in. I've just walked through the door now and there's blood at the entrance. And I found a terminal full of information. Mind right, so then. Good morning, welcome to the stream. Journal entry 06A01. Data corrupted. 2? Okay, 2 words. I don't know what to do, my Jason. My little boy, he's gone. My wife won't talk anymore. She just sits in this godforsaken sublevel and stares out of the window at the rock wall, as if looking across a sunlit meadow or a lazy summertime lake. Jason was my life. He was my joy, my meaning. Now all this work seems pointless. This was a mistake. Better we'd all died together outside than inside like this. Or inside this permanent tomb. I'm scared. 3's corrupt. 4's corrupt. 5? Nothing has meaning to me anymore. Every time I'm in the outer tunnels, I swear I can hear children's laughter. Ah! The vault doctors say it's my mind compensating for the loss of Jason, but I know I'm not crazy. They gave me new pills, but the pills are for crazy people, and I refuse to take them. I am not crazy. Why bring up kids in a hellhole like this? Why? This is a pointless existence. He could genuinely hear children, right? It's the little lamplight people. It's highly irradiated. Yeah, that's a thing, sir. Apparently the entrances. And there was an area that was like guarded by super mutants at the top that was highly irradiated. We don't know, sir, then we're literally just walking through the door, so we're going to find out. That's corrupt as well, but this one isn't. His spacebar's broke. Can't stand the sound anymore. Take the pills. Hang on. Take the pills. They say why take them. I am not crazy, I am not crazy. Jason Slaughter, no family, gone forever. Stuck here forever. Eternity end. I am sane. I am me. I am forever. Oof. Peter Stevens went doolally. That sounds bad though, he lost his fucking son. Let's not laugh too much. Alright. This has got a weird colour to it, like there's... It doesn't look right. There's a lot of blood on the floor as well, I'm assuming super mutants. Dead end. They sound like recent James Hetfield lyrics. True. Halo on fire.
Ha 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 ha.
Save that for when we win World Olympics 2022 at 3, baby. I'm not sexing the statue. There's a lot of corpses. Steve? He was talking about the boulder behind. But I'm just big red some roaches. I think we're dealing with dead children. The sound is horrifying. This is where his wife was looking at, right? I don't know why them things are called roach. They look anything like horses.
Find a human. Human? The chance to make us another.
So when he was told... I wonder if this was a vault where they got rid of the children or something. And so when he was told Jason died, they actually forced him to leave. Maybe. Oh, imagine if they just get rid of the... I mean, that would be a coincidence that little... You see them two talking then. It would be a coincidence that little lamplight appeared below it. Holy shit, hello. Pal, I wouldn't come down here. You saw what happened to your friend? Okay. Chaz. That perk that I just got is fucking ridiculous. Holy shit. So if you get a killing blow, you completely refill your VATS meter thing. So when I'm in VATS, so then, you see my AP down here? I can't get my angle right. I use both on 2 shots, then when I go again, it fills it back up. Thandia, welcome to the stream. It's the get fucked up perk, precisely. If they come danger close, I'll just blow the red zone. So I get to just go again if I get the kill. That is overpowered. Seems like too good of a perk. It does a bit, right? So if I... So watch, right? I'm going to drain my attack points bar. Kill the guy and watch my attack points bar afterwards. Fuck me, Mel. What did Gwynblade say this morning? There's a problem in Western RPGs where you can get skill points too fast. Sorry, the difficulty curve is inverse. So it's really hard at the start, then you just go, and you're just stupidly powerful. Thandia, good afternoon. How are we? I'm in a new vault and it's creepy. This is the living quarters. Let me just nip back down. I call it the RPG curve. JRPG curve. That's the opposite in JRPGs. Is it? It's actually right. I've always felt that when playing RPGs. It's true. The fact that almost every RPG suffers from it makes me think it's not a problem that can be easily solved. Okay, so I did. Look at the giblets everywhere. Fuck me. I mean, I was saying yesterday that, or this morning, or whenever, I can't remember because all our conversations blur together, that I always thought I was crap at Fallout games because I always struggled in the past whenever I tried to play these. I always died a lot and I always thought I was just missing some fundamental, and I put the game on hard so I could force it out of myself. But I think I just never stuck to it long enough to get powerful. There's a load of P-word sauce all over the floor. What's this? It looks like some decontamination area or something. It's the same in this side. If you're like me who has to 100% it on the first go-around, you usually get to the final boss, one-shot him, and then continue with your life. Could have to do with you also learning more about the game and thereby getting better and making it look easier. Possibly, Thandia, but I think... Because you can sort of mathematically approach this and look at how much damage I'm doing now compared to fighting the same enemies when I was a lot lower level. I think by the very nature of stats going up, if you wanted, like Sothan says, to focus making those stats go up, eventually you're going to make yourself stupid powerful. And also, like you say, have more skill to account for it. Is that a massive hole torn in the middle of this vault? So I'm in a new vault trying to look for a specific thing. Case in point, when I played Final Fantasy X, I beat the hidden secret final boss that had roughly 150 times the health the normal final boss did. So I go and one-shot the final boss afterwards. That's good design, right? So we're trying to work out what the sick fucking experiment is in this vault. I don't know if 87 was just a control... Wait! Was 87 the control vault? Don't answer, by the way. This is what I'm theorising. I'm trying to remember. Ow, that's a fucking sledgehammer. Pal, stop. Jesus, they are getting a bit close. Alright, mate. If you want to play fucking sledgehammers, meet my super sledge.
Twat.
I feel like, Cheeky, that was the perfect backdrop for that kill. Well said. It's the biggest flaw in a game that allows you to increase stats. If you scale the enemies, you remove the point of the stats. If you don't, you break the difficulty level. Precisely. Yeah. I think Doom 2016 is the good example of it, right? It throws you an enemy that you've never fought before, and it feels like a fucking boss. But once you get your head around fighting that enemy, you fight 3 of them later in the game, and it doesn't feel... But you've not got any better stats, you've not got any sort of... It just It's the skill curve as opposed to anything. Cheeky, good afternoon, though. Thank you for the bits as well. Stream. So, assuming, Bybee, that the vaults are all experiments. Oh, one of the things that have made us assume that the vaults are all experiments is the fact that some of them are labelled as control vaults. So they're vaults where the plan just went ahead, where people were just allowed to live as normal, and then the plan was to release them, they get the Gek, and then they go about the... And then... I think ours was a control vault, I believe, but I don't know. Flower? As in the scientific use of the word control, right? I think ours was a control vault, but we didn't get a Gek, but I don't know whether we didn't get one of the Gek things because... Like, it just says we... Yeah, for that very reason, right? Cheeky, thank you for the raid. Was that delayed, or did you just... I hate that they're called door bags. Did you just have 3 people quietly lurking in your channel? You aren't really a scientist, wordy person. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. Yes, but it's that, yeah, the science use of the word control. Cheeky, I appreciate the raid. You've been offline for a while. You just got people peeping on you see. Okay, 19 shotgun shells. Roger that. No, I got you, baby. I got you. But yeah, it is. It's that. So the idea being that I think this might be a control vault, but like Sothan says, there seems to be some fucked up stuff that might be related to an experiment regarding children, maybe? A little lamplight outside just being a coincidence? Or not, potentially. Peepers be peeping. Like Augur in the bath. The peepers from Subnautica. Alright, I'm not seeing... No, I'll take stim packs and the meds. It's a medical brace, right? Yeah. At least I haven't got incredibly tense boss music. We had that in Sea of Thieves the other day, and now we've got it. I had it in the game as well yesterday. An Augur in the bush is worth 2 in the hand. Oh, here, I didn't see this room. What's going on in here? Or I did see this room. But there's nothing in here, it's just a... So... Where do I go from here, I wonder? Can I use one of these levers to climb up? And get anywhere through here, maybe? Jesus. God, that felt like Half-Life then. This game constantly switches between reminding me of Half-Life and reminding me of 7 Days to Die. I do think I might, at the end of one of these playthroughs, put 7 Days on and have a goal of, like, survive... Did I go this way? This is new, right? Yeah, this is a new area. Start a new world on, like, some ridiculously high difficulty and have a goal of getting to the Blood Moon on day, like, 36, would it be? 37, 36? And then everybody can guess what day I die on. I have 1 life, hardcore. The goal is to get to the Blood Moon at day 36. If I die, the playthrough finishes. And everybody's chop guessing. You get like 3 points if you guess the right day. Or closest to it. But I've chops in case... I have the death... Like, everybody guesses what day I... Does that make sense? I go through all the rigmarole of setting that up and then I'll probably die on the first day and ruin the whole point of it. It feels like a Doomhaus idea. Alright, I repair that. It's probably a bit unnecessary to repair with such a already in good condition weapon. Alright, left or right? Somebody said left or right. Oh. Don't actually, because I think left just takes me out onto the Oh, it's locked anyway. Rush it out. Okay, so this is just the toilets. Maybe there's some plungers in here for me. What the fuck was that guy doing when he died? So this should take me out onto the... Yeah, okay, so that just takes me out to here. Holy sh... That's 4 of the fuckers. Damn it. Good. You see, another thing that's good about this perk is if I used VATS there to get that killing blow, I would have gone from only half AP to full. Same again there. I swore there were 4 of them that burst out of that door in the distance. They've all got Chinese assault rifles for some reason. Okay, is this the other toilet? Good. Alright, I'm going to keep searching the exterior, then move inside. Okay, so now if I go across the way... Isn't there usually an overseer's office on these levels in these vaults? I'm starting to notice they're kind of formulaic in their setup. What was our discussion this morning about how easy it is to crack these locks? Are you Alright then, as if to fucking prove it, the Siddles is laughing at me somewhere. Bollocks. First one I've ever failed, and I fail it twice. That laser rifle, by the way. Pugilism Illustrated, that's unarmed combat skill up, I think. Some Radaway, which I do need, because I'm doing a lot of swimming through radiated rivers at the moment. Cola, pre-war money, roger that. Siddles is laughing at me from behind the stone. I read that word fucked me up for a second there. Holy shit, 21 armor, but -1 agility. I'll take 2 scalpels. I'll break into here as well. I might as well get as much money as possible because I'm spending a lot at the moment. 63 bottle caps. How do you know there's a stone just outside my window? A very small stone. That fucking picture of Louis Capaldi yesterday. I do hope that there's certain people that just think it is civils. Or people that don't know about, like, British pop music or something. Right, so now, if I was to pop into VATS, and we do Big Red versus Big Red, I could get the kill, and get my VATS to just fill back up again. Meaning VATS is stupidly overpowered. I don't know whether to go... Hang on a minute, I've got turned around. Where am I? I've got really turned around. Do I go down here or... No, wait, where am I? Do I go down here or back up in the opposite direction? No, I didn't lose Crispman either, baby. I just get the perk. It's just... It's ridiculously overpowered. Is it? I'm lost. Do I go up those stairs or down these? Does this take me out anywhere? So that's the other side of the locked door. Alright, somebody decide up or down. Whenever there's multiple options, I get so stuck. I'm alright with open world games, and I'm alright with very linear games, but the second there's something to explore with multiple paths, then you need to explore all of them. It fucks me up. Sothan says down, roger that. Okay, there's a compute with some info down here, Sothan. I think you've picked correct. No, you get to just stack all of the perks by beat. It's ridiculous. Down to Mephisto's cafe. Jesus. Although these super mutants are taking some killing, I think they're super mutant masters, right? Look at him flexing his muscles. Speaking of Chris, man. Oh shit, blew a gun out of his hand. Does Mephisto make good coffee? Isn't Mephisto one of the names for the devil? It's kind of shit coffee. But alright, no need to call him names, man. You know what I mean? So what's the Chris Man thing? So there's a perk thing. The name for a demon. So this is the perks that I have. So these are all the ones I've got, look. Baby. Fucking loads of them. One of them is Mysterious Stranger thing. You've gained your own personal guardian angel, armed with a fully loaded 44 Magnum. With this perk, the Mysterious Stranger will appear occasionally in VATS to lend a hand with deadly efficiency. So you roll a dice. Every time I'm in VATS, it rolls a dice, and Chrisman can appear and one-shot shit. It's stupid powerful. The perks in this are broken and a bit overpowered, but fun as dicks, so I'm all about using them. I think the best one is for me anyway, for the open world thing. I don't think a lot of people will pick this one. But the one I like is Animal Friend. And it's a perk where all animals, not insects, but all animals in the wild, like me. So all them packs of dogs that were slaughtering me, the Yao Guais, the mole rats, everything, they just like me now, and I can just walk by them. It's so stupid. Okay, so I can't get in that. Activate engineering section. Vault 87 engineering section, employees only. There might be some juicy shit in this. Fisto is one of the people in here. A Fisto full of sky. You think of Auger? Jesus. Alright, service issue entry 02. Maintenance code RL00 green. Dormitory water dispensers outputting water with a foul aftertaste. The water filtration system was adding a bit too much chemical rebalancer solution in the process. This gave rise to a build-up of alkalines in the water. I've checked with the medical section and the water shouldn't pose any health threat, but the taste should return to normal in approximately 4 days. The issue in this one is reactor spikes, sectional power outages. For the last 5 weeks, we've had periodic interruptions to the power grid. Entire sections will lose power for approximately 1 to 6 minutes, then return to normal. By installing monitoring meters, I traced the issue to sudden immense power spikes in the main reactor. My fear was that the reactor was having a major malfunction, but it turns out it's due to a power draw that the experimental section is creating. Whatever they're using in there is way over the limit for acceptable power consumption. I've temporarily remedied the situation by having the backup reactor kick on when needed. I don't like to do this, but I have no choice until I figure out what they're up to. Okay, it might not be a control vault. Dogmeat's in the house now, so then he's living happily. Mephistopheles, or also called Mephisto, familiar spirit of the devil in late settings of the legend of Faust. Mephistopheles, that's a word that feels... Wait, wasn't Mephistopheles the name of a guy in... Wasn't that the name of a rogue or a warrior in one of the guilds we've been in recently? I don't know whether it was Phoenix Rising or... I forgot the fucking name now, many well. Maintenance code RL01. Issue Gek Chamber Radiation Purging. Hang on, Vault-Tech's crappy handiwork is at it again. I've spent the better part of a month patching out and repatching the radiation purge system that vents excess radiation from the Gek chamber. So it has got a Gek. I have no idea why this system keeps failing. I suspect the system's simply inadequate and can't handle the amount of radiation it's purging. Recommended installing a new purging system as soon as I can get one cobbled together from spare parts. Should have it ready in about a month. So it was meaning. I'm just you'd be the one that knows, right? Clicking on his name often enough to heal him. Issue Tapioca Pudding Miscolour. The mess hall food reconstitution system is outputting the Monday night dessert tapioca pudding in an odd, bright orange colour. This was a simple fix. The colour matrix was simply misinterpreting instructions from the main brain and outputting incorrectly. I replaced the interface and the pudding now outputs its proper hue. Wish all my fixes were this easy. Imagine having a miscoloured tapioca pudding. This issue was EEP chamber failure. I was summoned to the overseer's office and met with Dr. Merrick. He informed me that one of his devices, what he called an EEP chamber, which was XXX edited XXX, was a strange device, but I managed to XXX edited XXX, which didn't fix the problem. I then tried to XXX edited XXX, which seemed to bring the device back online. I'm not sure what this device is for, but XXX edited XXX. Do you reckon it cut out a lot of swearing? Is that what it was? Okay, this one is final entry. The engineer. It says need help in capitals. This is the only place I could think of hiding this message. In the event that anyone reads this, please try and get word back to Vault-Tec HQ that something very wrong is going on in the experimentation section. Something they keep referring to as the EEP. My wife Mercia, what the fuck, this is full of Sea of Thieves names, was diagnosed by the medical section as having some sort of disease they wouldn't identify. She's dead now, and those sons of bitches won't even tell me why. From talking to people, I've discovered there are many dead or missing. Checking this with the medical records section gets me nowhere. This is getting out of hand. It's time to deal with this my way. They took my wife from me, now I'll take their lives. If I don't get some answers. I've hidden some extra help in my safe. Accessing this message will unlock it. If I don't come back, grab that stuff and save yourself. This is a Christian vault. Well, there's definitely something going on, right? What supplies did he leave me? Ah, guns, magnums, bullets, grenades. Ooh. What were they making? The Gek was outputting far too much radiation, and Sothan coming down here was perfect, by the way. So, a lot of people have been dying, and he suspects it's something to do with whatever experiment they're doing. Oh shit, hello lads. Alright, it's time to speculate. What does EEP stand for in this context? So now I get to just go like this. Do no damage. Then I'll get one tap on him, and then we'll get some damage on his mate. Eep, used as an expression of surprise, I'm sure that was it. No, don't worry, Mina, it's irradiated insects protection. That's what Mina's decided to call super mutants, because she's racist. She's like, hurdy-durdy, I don't have mutations. Whoopie-doopie-doo. Well, get off your high horse. Elp, fucked. Oh god, it's radiated in here. Is that where the Gek room was? Nice one, Santa. Fuck me. Oh no, Leonardo DiCaprio had sex in there. Okay, there's another computer. Put that gun down, big man. I missed. That was my favourite Leonardo DiCaprio. The sex one. Look at him just fucking hip firing while flexing his muscles. Elevated elephants panting. Like dog meat. At least the music's actually turning off, stopping being so hyper. Another law machine.
You are way over 25, so he would not go after you anymore.
Oh yeah, sorry. I Thought for a second that was going to be something like libelous. Whew. I'm with you, I'm with you. We worked out what eat meat. Not yet. That's everybody trying to speculate above Gwynblade. But whatever the eep thing is what killed Boyo's wife. So I'm going to break into this and we're going to look at the computer. I don't know how long these people have been dead. Waff. Waff. Can I make a really boring guess? Go for it, Gwynblade. Paint one good ceiling and the world worships you. Paint one good ceiling, goddamn. Emergency evacuation procedure. The thing is, Gwynblade, is that he described it as a device. And the engineer was saying that whatever the EEP was is causing everybody to die. So it doesn't sound like it would be just a safety protocol or something. Right, medical records. This is locked. This might help. Alright, somebody pick a word off this. We'll have this cracked before the midstream break. A noun then, emergency evacuation paper. Boom, done. Glad I figured it out. You're welcome, everybody. Sothan, well played. We're always glad to know you. Somebody pick a word off this list. If the first person that makes a guess gets it right, Eric is in. Eric, welcome to the stream. Igfluenced, he says. Do we take Eric's igfluenced as influenced, or do we go with the second one that was spelt correctly? I mean, Eric picked a word from the list, right? What do you think? Eric, good morning and welcome to the stream, by the way. Everybody alright with going with Eric's, even though he kind of spelt it wrong? He did pick a name off the list. Kitten says take it, Mina says Eric, Sothan says Eric. Eric, if this is right, you get a brown name, and you're the hero because you take a title off cellist. Thank you, Eric. Thanks, Eric, you know what I mean? Alright. Can it be abandoned? Yes. Right, write the word abandoned. Can it be moonshine? No, yes. Can it be contained? Yes. Can it be prolonged? Don't write these down, we'll write down the ones that it isn't. It can be prolonged, right? So it can't be contained, Mina, no? The N is the only one I can see that it shares. You see that? They have to be in the right place as well. So the N is the only one that's in the right place. Because they have to be not only correct, they have to be in the same order. Third to last, yes. Prolonged. Can it be prolonged? I've already done this one, if I ever forgot. No, so it can't be prolonged. That shares the U, right? This is bad. We narrowed it down to only one. Can't be continued. Can't be prolonged and can't be continued. The Doomhaus. Collected. The L. Alright, prolonged and continued are the only ones it can't be. So somebody pick a word from this list that isn't prolonged or continued. Prolonged, continued, or influence. You can't get the brown name, but you will help me here with this. Contained, says Mina. Roger that. Well played, Mina, I suppose. Alright. Bastard. Mina, if you'd have done that on the first time. Wait. If I hadn't have gone with Eric's guess and I'd have gone with Mina's, Mina would have said contained, got it right, taken cellist brown name, and we'd all be happy. It's Eric working with chat. I know what you want to mean. Right, ladies and gentlemen, shall we read this before the... No, it's midstream break now. I'm going to read all this juicy fucking law after the midstream break. How about that? Boys and girls, This has been a good stream now. I think just doing the quests is good. We're going to learn more about what the EEP is. We're going to find the Gek. We're going to work out what the fuck this vault's got to offer. Press 1 for the radio. Press 2 for Gwynblade FM. Reza, good afternoon. 1 for the radio, 2 for Gwynblade FM. I'll stretch, don't worry. Mindrat says Gwynblade FM. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Reza, you're in charge. 3, 2, 1. Oh, sorry, something went wrong with the alerts. Santa, thank you for the bits. Trent, say something insightful.
WMPH.
Trim, you walk into a stream where Chellis could have had one of his titles removed, but Mina fucked it up by not being fucking fast. Trim, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the bits. Right, Gwynblade music. Good. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, what's in this can? Santa, thank you for the bits. Trim, thank you for the bits. Trim, welcome to the stream. Razor, welcome to the stream. And then, let's get on with reading this lore. So we're in this vault. I had a sneaky suspicion it was a control vault, but I'm not too sure. We started learning that they had this device called an EEP. We don't know what that is. They've got a Gek in here somewhere that was leaking radiation, but we read a load of engineering reports and it didn't sound good. So let's go investigate. Mindright says Shandy. Santa says Dandelion and Burdock. So this is apparently medical reports. Enter the password now. I think I came back too quick and everybody's assuming I'm still muted. Everybody's assuming I'm not back and still muted from Santa's bits. Right, first job, we'll unlock the medical safe. Nothing in it, brilliant, thank you. Because I already broke into it, didn't I? I already looted it, and it was actually a good one. Second of all, must read from all employees. To all medical record staff, any vault member marked as deceased by the special EEP section will be tagged and... Hang on, there you go, Gwynblade. Any vault member marked as deceased by the special EEP section will be tagged and coded in the computer as an unexplained or undefined death. So whatever the EEP was, the deaths it caused were not allowed to be listed. This comes directly from the overseer of this vault, who will be personally inspecting your reports to make sure they are accurate. Please refrain from sending inquiries or clarification requests to this office or the EEP chief physician. Please print out and give any next of kin Form DV900L if they have questions. Give them Form DV900L. Alcarion says, Diet Coke. Vault 87 deceased individuals. Total deceased 93. 4 natural deaths. 2 accidental deaths and unexplained/undefined 87. Christ. Donald Scott, Jason Stevens, Adele Children, Grant Lavelle. Jesus. Yvette Eric, that's a hell of a name. All these undefined ones. Look, Mercia died. What's that? Natural causes. So that Mercia died of natural causes. All these people died from whatever EEP is. Bennett Faust died of natural causes. Eve Greenwald. What's the accidental ones? I've not seen any of the accidental deaths. Must have been earlier in the list. Death code definitions. So all medical record staff, the following are the new revised death code definitions.
Emergency egg purge.
It's like a fucking suction device on one of your back passages. Please update all files to include these codes for faster handling. Note that criminal deaths or suicides are never listed in these files as such. They must be listed under A008 in accidental deaths as per Vault-Tec mandate. N001 microbial, radioactive, toxic and allergic reactions. So was there any... Jesus Christ, look at these. Accidental deaths, massive radiation overexposure, elevator mishap, electrical shock, instant death syndrome. So is there any that are listed as with the A code? Marianne Hanso, whatever. And there was another one, right? Not just her. Truman West. So they're the 2 accidental deaths, which could have been murder with our new information. Right. Mindrake says Shandy. Santa says Dandelion and Burdock. Alcarion says Diet Coke. Gwynblade says Emergency Egg Purge. Instant Death Syndrome sounds like it's actually a thing. Sudden Instant Death Syndrome. So that's actually a thing, Sothan, yeah? Sothan says Cloudy Lemonade. The answer is, boys and girls, Shandy. Goodblood says ginger. Oh, you're thinking of infant death. Sudden infant... Oh, yeah. Mind right, well played. Right. So we know that whatever the EEP was, it was fucking dangerous, and it killed 83 out of the 94 people that died in this vault. Where does this go? That goes down, so let's stay on this level. Sudden infant death syndrome is unexplained death, usually of sleeping of seemingly healthy babies less than a year old. Merry Christmas, everyone. Oh wait, up or down? Up or down? Mindrake gets back to back. Good work, Mindrake. Sothan, you picked wisely last time. I'm going to put this decision on you. He's reading about cot death. We call it cot death in this country. Sothan said down. Oh wait, it's decided. It's up or down, so then. Come on. The terms have been laid out in front of you, you know? Down, says so then. Roger that. Well, that was a fucking dead end, so then. Well played. Can I actually not get over there? SID is cot death. Yes, cot death, I think we call it in this country. Again, Merry Christmas. Didn't loot these guys, did I picked right, you eliminated the useless choice. Nice glasses, so then, you fucking nerd. Yeah, there's a lot of dead people around here. I'm not enjoying this. Test labs. That'll do it. Thank you, shit bean. Fucking hell, so then. Dead people, you've been having fun. Satan, welcome to the stream. We're in Vault 87. We're starting to realise that this vault had... This vault had a thing called... what the hell is Fisty? We thought this was a control vault setting, but it turns out it's got some devious bullshit going on in it. And there was a thing called the EEP, and rumours from all of the computers and stuff lying around seem to point to a very fucked up experiment which killed 84 out of 93 people in this vault. We've still not worked out what it is. Those weren't do-gooders, Satan, he didn't kill those. Fuck off! Pre-war money, energy cell, bottle cap, 10 milliliter round. Just finished watching all of STTNG. Oh, Star Trek TNG. Have you just watched it for the first time, Sid? It's so good, right? It's as good as it gets, I think. Well, a lot of it. Not all of it, but a lot of it. Death to the innocent. Satan said that, Santa, not me, before you go start spreading malicious rumours. Ooh. Wait. Is this where the super mutants came from, maybe? An emergency evacuation procedure could have gone wrong. Test chamber 1. Chamber status check. Chamber offline. FEV reserves. What's FEV again? We worked this out, right? Something to do with... Okay, this guy is very, very radiated. You alright, everybody? This looks like half human, half super mutant look. I'll deal with the radiation. I understand. I'm going to take a rad away just to get a good... If this place is full of super mutants, the upstairs is full of super mutants, and these lads are all super mutants, is this the birthplace of the super mutants? Because the whole idea is that the Brotherhood of Steel don't know where the super mutants are coming from. They recently found a blood test that can identify infants at risk. We're getting closer to being able to prevent it. Good shit. That is positive news. EEP, something to do with evolution? Yeah, maybe. Accelerated evolution protocol or something. What about this one? Nothing in here. Test chamber 2. So that one's offline as well. I reckon exposure. Evolutionary yeah, probably. Because they're very radiated in here.
Gonna splatter your brains!
Another thing is, the surface around the entrance to this place is extremely irradiated as well. Yeah, it's got to be about exposure, right? These are all the same, I'm assuming. You heard him. What's that all about? Failed FEV subject. I think we've created super mutants here. This is cool. This is really interesting. Okay, there's a terminal in here. There's a computer plunger. You know it. Let's check this room across the way. Okay, that place was barricaded big time, and the corpses inside are human as opposed to mutated. Alright, what's on here? Chief Physician's Terminal. Vault 87, Chief Physician's Terminal, Dr. Wayne Merrick. Wait. Let me make sure I'm getting these in the right order. 34190, yes, okay. The latest subjects in the Evolutionary Experimentation Program, EEP, are showing some promise after only single exposure to the modified FEV. We are currently testing 5 subjects, 2 males and 3 females. Each one of them is under 24-hour observation, as usual. We hope to have a breakthrough in this strain as the continual pressure from the Vault Tech and military at Mariposa is becoming bothersome. Isn't that the place where the Brotherhood of Steel guy that founded the Brotherhood of Steel, isn't that where he went mental at the testing facility before the war? Siddles, welcome to the stream. I don't know what he's written, but it's got Gwyn-bladed. It's got Grandma. Siddles, good afternoon. Each one of them is under 24-hour observation as usual. We hope to have a breakthrough in this strain as continual pressure. Only a single exposure to the... What was FEV again? Worked this out yesterday. It was something to do with, the lungs or whatever. I'm glad you got EEP figured. Oh, I got you. I mean, we've not been exposed to the answer yet, so. Okay, so it's an evolutionary program. Incredible results. After only 3 days, subjects B440, B164, and D26624, my female specimens, are all exhibiting unique changes. Their bodies are undergoing severe physical changes, losing most of their visible female indicators and transforming into an almost asexual state. They are also seeing increased upper body strength and muscle formation in line with the males. Similarly, subjects C376 and A541, our male ones, are losing most of their visible male indicators and taking on the same asexual state. It seems the FEV, forced expiratory... That's the one, yes, there we go. Was that from yesterday? Volume of air an individual could exhale during a forced breath in X amount of seconds. The FEV wishes to level the playing field and start with a clean slate as it works. So, the mutations seem to just bleed away all sex markers, right? We've had a minor setback. Subject B440, Mary Kilpatrick, is now deceased. According to my autopsy, she died of a massive loss of brain function and was unable to sustain her basic bodily needs. This is the usual pattern we see in all the FEV strains we test. The brains of the subjects becoming too damaged to support even the most basic human needs of eating and sleeping. So far, all of the subjects are nominal and continue to exhibit physical changes. Fully electric car, that's the one, yeah. At 10 days, we are now noticing that the skin of all our remaining test subjects is actually thickening and becoming more resilient. This seems to be the FEV bringing about some new adaptive change. This is the kind of result we were looking for. Adaptations that could prove useful in combat situations. I need to remember to congratulate Dr. Philo on his skin engineering. His coded instructions in this strain seem to be exactly what was expected. And then the last one. Once again, I've hit the damn wall. At 14 days, all of the test subjects began to exhibit severe bouts of rage and anxiety. So much so they were a danger to my team and to this facility. I had no choice once again but to order them to be destroyed. It pains me every time we do this. The same cycle has been repeated in every strain we test. We always see superior physical adaptations, but the mental changes are their downfall. Strain. Yeah, it's probably virus, yeah. Forced evolutionary virus seems like it'd fit perfectly. The only thing I can think of is something evolution something. Forced evolutionary virus. We think so, Satan, yeah. Let me show... Well, I don't know if you saw the corpses laid in the beds. A bit back there. It looks like botched.
You! Over there! Please, come speak to me. I'm in the room to your left. Oh, use the intercom next to the window.
Hello?
It can't be. Either you are quite real. I am going quite mad. Could you actually be a pure human?
I am, yes. I'm more interested in what you are.
Me? You care who I am? Forgive me. I'm not used to pleasantries. I'm more used to grunts and being struck about by the others. My name's Fox.
Fox.
I've lived in this cage all my life.
Griffin? Do you know, it's ironic that the others consider you a mutant.
Yes, indeed it is ironic. Forgive my astonishment, but I hadn't expected to meet someone with such a learned outlook of these things. It is a pleasant change. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. It was only a matter of time before someone like you showed up for the Gek.
How do you know about the Gek?
I know what it is. I know where it is. And best of all, I know how you can get your hands on it.
Fox. Yes, but why would you help me?
Because you can help me. Let me out of this place. I can't take it anymore. I can't even recall how long I've been here. Take me with you, and I'll retrieve the Gek for you.
We like him, right? I mean, why would I have difficulty getting the Gek, though? What do you know that I don't?
The chamber in which the Gek resides is absolutely flooded with radiation. It's unlikely you'd survive very long.
True.
Myself, on the other hand, have surprisingly inherited a useful trait from my fellow meta-humans. I am highly resistant to radiation. Let me out of here, and I will place the Gek safely in your hands.
But how do I know you won't just bolt or pull my head off the second you get out?
There's no way to prove it. You just have to take my word for it. I've already helped you by warning you about the radiation. Take that as a gesture of good faith. So, what do you say?
All right, you've got a deal.
Glad to see you are a sensible person. Now, get me out of this place. I can't stand it anymore.
Roger. Do you have any idea what the Gek does?
We can discuss this later. Right now, concentrate on getting this door open.
All right, tell me how I can get you out.
At the end of the hallway, to your right, is a maintenance room.
Right.
Inside, you'll find the fire control console for the medical area. Trip the alarm on it. I'll be able to get out. Oh, a word of warning, though. Tripping the console activates a fail-safe and will open all of the recovery rooms in the medical area.
Oh, crap. All right, so if I've tripped the fire control console, then what do I do?
I'll stay here until you've cleared a path to me. So just be careful. Some of these failed experiments are quite nasty.
Deal. All right, I'm going to go.
It is my hope that we will speak again soon.
Sounds a bit like Shrek, but funny. Yeah, I like him as well. I think he's locked up Southampton because he's slightly too human. Look at him. We trust him, right? I can't see a reason not to. Well, apart from the fact he's a massive super mutant and all they've done is fuck me up so far. Easy Green, good morning. How are we? Okay, so this is like hard lockdown. So I could just break him out now, but if we can break him out the normal way, then we do it the normal way, right? So what have we found so far, aside from the Doom? We found out that they were forcing people to evolve by ramping them full of radiation, and we believe this might be the source of the super mutants. Chaz. I'm just going to explore a little bit first. I want to, I don't want to end up in a situation where there's, a load of bullshit kicks off and I can't get out, or I can't loot properly, or I can't take advantage of everything. I suppose I'm a bit worried why he's locked up, but gosh darn, I just like him so much. I'm just going to explore fully first. That makes sense. Oh. Yeah, this is juicy, Chaz, this one. Why have I got low AP? That'll do it. Okay, these guys hurt. This is where Fox watches this and thinks, you know what, I'm not going to trust this guy, he doesn't seem capable enough. See, this is the problem. I just broke my shotgun. Get back here, you prick. God, he knew that guy had a weapon he might need. Did you see that? That assault rifle's broken, right? Yeah, this has been quite juicy, Chaz. Also, I found this guy. Oh, you did say. Right, let me just repair one assault rifle with the other. So it's Chinese assault rifle, repair one with... Yeah, probably not entirely necessary. Fox, I'm just exploring. Can I sleep now? Just by an hour, just to heal. Oh, there's still enemies nearby, what the fuck? So where's this? Oh, is this the fire thing? No, this is a broken terminal. Can I go this way? This vault is huge. Have I just walked towards the exit? This very much does feel like the... Okay, so that requires a key, but I can go that way. Let me just see where this goes. But I feel like this is... I'm supposed to be going this way with Fox. He was talking about clearing a path. So clear a fucking path I shall. This is fucking massive. There's a terminal here too. Look how irradiated it is in there. I'm gonna need to take him through this, aren't I? What is in there? Lab technician terminal. Alright, somebody. Mina, this is your chance to redeem yourself, or anybody else. If you would like to take Cellist's brown name, pick a word off this list. And the first person, if you get it right on the first attempt. Satan has done this before. Satan says infected. 7 out of 8 correct. Well, that was easy. Satan, well played. You didn't get it right the first time, but you very nearly did. Whew. God damn, that was fast. Alright, unlock the storage room door. Attention all lab technicians, the A-level storage room has been restocked with rad suits and other radiation dampeners. We were able to bring these up from deep storage for immediate use. Please only take what is needed. There is no need to go hoard these items. There's plenty to go around. And lock the door after you've finished. The radiation expulsion ducts from the get chamber are once again venting radiation directly into the area due to faulty seals. These seals must be properly maintained and checked on a daily basis. There's a clipboard with the maintenance checklist that you must initial when the check is complete in the main laboratory. Any lab technician skipping their check will be held accountable for their did I say action? In action, okay. Dr. Merrick has ordered the latest test subjects in the EEP to be terminated and disposed of. Please make sure the bodily remains are placed in the incinerator as soon as the subject's vitals are flat. The entire isolation room is disinfected and any relevant data on the subjects are given to Dr. Merrick. FEV is very unpredictable and we do not want any contamination. There you go, Gwynblade. And so Thanya was talking about the being a virus. We do not want any contamination to remain when the next strain is introduced to new test subjects. So it's evidently a virus, right? You nearly picked injected. I don't know whether this is sensible, but I don't want to like find myself in a position where is this the same room? Yeah, it's a strange little. Okay. I found myself not using VATS since getting that perk. Let's have a crisp now. Or just blast. I need the 5mm rounds though, because that's what I'm using all of a sudden, since I broke my other weapon. This might actually be where I'm supposed to go to let Fox out, but I don't think it is. I'll wear your what was he about to say? Yeah, that was maybe the best guess we've ever had. That wasn't the correct answer. I do worry the gun sounds are a bit too loud on this playthrough, but like, they're the only level they can be on. Any reason the characters in this vault are named after Victorian minor celebrities / oddities? To be fair, they actually share a lot of their names with Sea of Thieves characters. So what's it? Is this the really radiated area? Danger, extreme radiation level. Seal the radiation chamber or emergency radiation purge. I need to come here with forks, don't I? Okay. I was going to ask you if you could turn up the dialogue or down the... It does need it, right? I can turn down... You can't turn down gunshots and dialogue's already at full. So, like... But it definitely feels like the gunshot sounds are too loud. I'll tinker with it again and see if I can get a finer balance, because the gunshots are fucking ludicrous, and then you have to turn it down, and then you can't hear the dialogue, and people trying to work with it on in the background and stuff. Can you imagine? It's annoying. Okay, where am I now? I've accidentally ended up in a storeroom. Let me take advantage. The fuck did I just put down? Advanced radiation suit. Did that just pop into view? I was trying to nap at the start of the stream and couldn't really hear anything. Then just as I doze off, the fucking shotgun starts blasting. Yeah, I'll look into it. I suppose if I did it on the fly, I'd start to worry that I'd fucked with some audio. You know what I'm like with that stuff. So that door requires a key. Alright, I think I have accidentally gone in the direction I'm supposed to go with forks. I really need a combat shotgun, otherwise I'm going to end up finding myself running out of weapons and nowhere to repair. If I get another combat shotgun, I can repair my main one. He did say it was to the right, right? Fox, I'm just working on it. I'll be with you in a second. So that door's very hard. What's going on in this one? Do I have to break into this? Do I actually want to break into it here? Are they raiders? Why have they got raiders locked up in here? Is Fisty locked up in this one? What are the super mutants working? It feels like they're... This one's locked as well. Are the super mutants actually locking things up to experiment on? Sir! Whoa, 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 stop, 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 stop. Hey, mate, shall I let this guy out? It looks like he's panicking. Is it a zoo? Super mutant zoo. I don't have the ammo for this. I tell you what, as well, it feels like in VATS the volume is one thing, and out of VATS it's another. So this is quite kind of muted compared to this. Right, give me some 10, 5, that'll do. 5, 5, 6. I don't like eating dog meat and then eating dog meat. And knowing dog meat. Where's the other corpse? Yeah. I just looted a pile of giblets. Alright, let's let this gentleman out. So that's locked very hard, and this is locked hard. They've got a human. You're not wrong, actually, easygoing. I think this is a zoo. Alright, somebody. Go. Pick a number. Somebody, like, we've got all of these opportunities to take Cellist's name. We got really close before. Somebody, not pick a number, pick a name. Pick a word. The first person to pick one, if it's right, you can take Cellist's brown name. Because Cellist is currently hoarding 3 titles and it's not on. Siddle says discovering. Brown Siddles, imagine. Ah, and it's a 1 out of 11 as well. Fuck. N. Can it be? It can't be discovering. Can it be worshipping? No. Can it be unimportant? And Birdo, welcome to the stream. He actually picked unimportant. Can it be unimportant? No. And Birdo, how are we? And it can't be worshipping, right? Can't end it, anything that ends in ing. Can't be unimportant, because that's only the N at the end. No, it can be unimportant. It can be persecution. Unimportant, persecution. Can't be description. Unimportant, persecution. Unimportant, persecution. Can't be survivalist. Unimportant, persecution. Unimportant. Persecution? Good. Alright, we got it. Surely the other things people locked up at... Surely the other things / people locked up are the other results. I don't know whether it's the... It depends. Is it the humans that lock them up or the super mutant? Yeah, good question. Amberto, good afternoon. How about? Right, identify the specimen. Subject C... Oh, okay. Yeah, he's been given his vault specification. Let's let him out. Alright, mate. Oh, but Sid! What? Oh. Sid? Sid! Oh, he's gone. Yeah, what's up? Stop. Calm yourself. Die, Dad. I guess the last human he trusted locked him up, right? And pumped him full. Shandy, I'll carry on. Will you calm down? Let me try and ease it for you. Did I miss? Can I not just... This guy's immune... Okay, Sid's immune to fucking Big Red. I did whack him in the end, so then, and now I feel guilty. Something else padding around. I think it's the centaurs. I wonder what that was about. I don't know. I guess he's been locked up all this time. He's just gone crazy. Yeah, I'll have a look. Okay, and welcome back. Identify specimens. Yeah, it just said subject C376 something. What if I press terminate specimen now? Danger, do not enter the room. Press 1 to... No. Alright. So, in this room somewhere, there should be the necessaries to release Fox. one-on-one with your boss. Still employed, so can continue to sub. Could have been worse, right? Activate medical wing maintenance terminal. Oh, we're going again. So many things to... Alright, somebody, you've got another chance to crack Cellists to break his name off. What are you picking? Cheeky's gone for monitored. Pray. Ah, 1 out of 9. Can't be monitored. Can't be convinced. Can be artifacts. Can't be convinced. Can't be convinces. Can't be convinced. Can't be converted. Can be marvellous. Artifacts, marvellous. Artifact, marvellous. Pantheist? What's that? Multiple gods. Can't be dangerous, so... It was artifacts. What am I doing? Why did I do that so quickly? Artifacts, marvellous, pantheist. Good job, I went through that confident then. Thank you for reminding me so then. Alright, we're in. So does this... What does this do? Vault 87 medical wing maintenance access. ISO room emergency release. Oh shit, I can release everything. Which one was Forks in? I don't release all of them, right? There's no point in fighting the shit if I don't have to. It's just a bunch of fisties. Forks? No, they're all dead, aren't they? Forks, this is you, right? Which room are you in? Isolation room 5. Let's not release everybody. This has a feeling of Doom walking through it. Like, the visual language just makes me think of Doom. 5. Explosive bolts deployed. Door released. What does this do? Fire control console. Is there any point in me activating this now? Forks, friend, are you out? Are you free? He's got a super sledge out. Alright, mate.
Finally! Freedom! True freedom!
God.
I cannot thank you enough for this gift.
You're welcome, but just calm
You
down.
have no idea how long I've pictured this moment in my mind, and it feels far better than I'd imagined.
Yeah.
Now, for my part of the bargain, follow me.
Roger that, Fox. I got good karma for this. Look at the size of the man. Do we trust Fox? Yeah, Fox.
What did you need?
I'm just interested, like... Tell me more about yourself.
I was born here in this place. I don't mean that in the literal sense, of course.
Right.
All I can remember is the excruciating pain that tore through me as my body underwent the rapid physical changes. For most, this moment is what severs the grip on their minds. They become barely a shell of their former selves.
I bet.
I was different. When I spoke to them, they immediately branded me another failure and had me placed here as a curiosity.
You're not a curiosity. So you've been stuck in that cell ever since?
Yes, I've never been anywhere else. I used to mark the passage of time, but after a few years it didn't seem to matter anymore.
I bet.
The only thing that prevented me from going insane was the working access point to the vault mainframe in my makeshift cell.
So, you sit and play Snake for years? We don't know, Chaz. I'm assuming he got locked in because he was, I don't know. We still don't know who locked him in. How did you become so articulate, though?
The terminal in my cell used to connect with Vault 87's mainframe.
Yeah.
That gave me access to the history literature, science, and fiction book files.
Oh.
I used this extensive database of works to better myself and my understanding of everything around me. It was only recently the others caught me using the terminal.
Shit.
And destroyed it to torment me!
It's alright, Fox. You're free, you're free. He said the others. I assume the super mutants have kept him in there. They might have been the ones that put him in there. So you've got any memory of who you were before this?
I don't remember enough to tell you everything about my former self.
Calm
My
down.
metamorphosis destroyed a good deal of my long-term memory.
Ugh.
However, I can recall being in this place when it wasn't the macabre laboratory it has become.
Right.
I remember walking around this place and seeing other humans in white lab coats and blue jumpsuits. Oh, I wish I could find out more, but the personnel information for the vault wasn't in the mainframe for some reason. I feel like my identity is so close to me. I can almost see myself as a human, but can't recollect the details. Oh, it's maddening.
I bet. I actually kind of really feel for... Listen, how do you know the layout of this place then? Is that from the same thing?
These hallways are familiar to me. I think I used to be a resident here in better times. I wish I could remember more, but I'm afraid it's all a blur.
Yeah.
As for the Gek, it always rested where it does now. The foolish super mutants don't even know what they have.
I gotta say, you seem to be... Alright. Also, what's with the name? It's quite unusual.
It was taken from a historical entry in the computer. The name comes from a man who was willing to fight and die for what he believed in. I felt it was appropriate, given my circumstances.
That's fair, that's fair. Alright, let's continue.
Very well.
Listen, I'm gonna... Right, let's go. You do realize... You know what the Gek does, right?
Some say it does nothing, that it's simply a pipe dream, or a legend. Others feel the device is actually beneficial. The latter group claims it creates life where none exists. A new beginning for man. Some of the vaults came equipped with them, so after people emerged into the wasteland, they could restart the world. I'm not sure which to believe.
Did the voice actor just have like a little skit there? He like mispronounced one word and then fixed it and left it in. That was kind of... It felt a bit too real for a video game. Right, Fox, continue. I'm with you.
The Gek lies ahead.
Remember.
Follow me.
Yeah, he's named himself after a kid from a game from a... He's named himself after a character from a teenage film about Halloween. A very, very adult book, yet somehow a teen classic. Come on, Fox, you can run faster than this. I've seen super mutants reach incredible speeds. Mind your step. Watch out for the gore bag. Seems to be something that your super mutant friends like. I did accidentally clear this area, didn't I, before we got here, so Fox and I don't have to fight. I'm just protecting my new mate, you see. I wonder if I can bring Fox home to live among in the house with Dogmeat and Wadsworth. I think, like Skyrim, I don't feel like that comfortable with followers in games. Let's come on, Fox, speed it up before the month's out. Look at this guy. Just wait till he starts to glitch around, and you hope he would slow down. Getting PTSD from seeing how Fox almost hits his head on every doorway. Tall life is hard. It is very fucking tight, right? Look at... Come on, Fox. Just wait until he starts to glitch around, then you'll hope he would slow down. Okay, we're getting there. Luckily I cleared the area so he can just stomp around. I suppose I'd be looting and stuff in this moment. Right, are we here yet, folks? Gonna walk around the entire facility at this fucking speed? This is the radiation area. I can't go in there.
Okay, you stay here.
Right.
Beyond this door, the hallways and chambers are flooded with radiation.
Got it.
I'll get the case and bring it right back. Keep your eyes open. Any of my lesser-minded brethren are bound to stumble across us.
Alright, I'll defend you. Give me a shout if you need anything, Fox. I like him. Oh, he's gone in there, look. Absolutely no worries whatsoever. I've got a really tall friend and it's funny to hang around with him since he has to duck down and everything or he bonks his head. I think you're describing Abstractle's present, cheeky. Everybody else in here that's abnormally tall. You know, it's weird. I don't mind saying somebody's abnormally tall, but I find it really, I find it offensive to call somebody abnormally short. Does that make sense? They don't seem to be the same. Are you good, Fox?
As promised. Yeah, here's the geck. I hope it's worth it. I'm afraid this is where you and I part company.
No.
I'll find my way out of this place. Don't worry. Maybe we'll meet again somewhere in the wasteland.
No, Fox, oh, stop.
What is it?
Alright, shouting. Quick, Kate, come with me.
Sorry. I'm afraid a super mutant wouldn't be welcome in the places you frequent. All I would do is cause you undue attention and, probably get you killed.
That's fair, I suppose. Listen, look after yourself out there.
Farewell, my friend. I suspect we may meet again.
I hope so. You was an absolute boon to this place, Fox. Best of luck. Also, who made boots that... Fox, good luck. I will miss you forever. I always ask if it's windy at the top and it says is it drafty between the floorboards. That's heightest. I assume it is, yeah, because, I don't know why, but it feels like one is... it's just an acceptable thing to mention, but, yeah, I don't know. Reminds me of a tall friend I had. Once there was a guy in class eating a Rice Krispie treat, and the tall dude bent over like a giraffe and took a bite out of it without the other guy seeing until the chunk was gone. It was like something out of a cartoon. Well, it leant over him and took a bite without... That's the superpower. So I have the get now, right? So I just got to get out of the vault somehow. How do I get out of the vault? Fox, I don't know my way out. He's just got into the radiation zone as Fox. He don't give a monkeys. What time is it? Jesus, I've only got 30 minutes of the stream left. This has been a good one. I think I should just do quests in this game, imagine. That's the solution to enjoying the playthrough. Just play the game. So where's the exit? I'm assuming the exit's listed on the local map. So I need to go down here left and then just put... Okay, I can do that. So, is it this way, out through here, this way, and down? I think for men it's okay to call them tall, but not short. For women it's okay to call them short, where tall... Yeah, you may be right, Vibey. Enclave. No, they're going to take the Gek.
Objective is secured, sir.
Good work, soldier. Make sure the Gek is secured aboard my vertibird.
Yes, sir. I'll have the techs come down and remove it immediately, sir.
You're certain he's unharmed?
Yes, sir. He'll pass out shortly, but we can revive him.
Excellent. Prepare him for transport immediately.
Where am I going?
Right away, sir.
Isaac, welcome to the stream. You find me away.
So, you're awake. Let's keep this nice and simple. You're going to tell me the code for that purifier, and you're going to tell me now.
What the hell is going on?
I'll tell you what's going on here. You lost. The good guys won this one, and now we're just wrapping up loose ends.
Perspective.
We've got the purifier. Now we just need the code to start it. You're going to give me that code now, and save us all a lot of trouble. Maybe I'll even let you go. So how about it?
What? Why do you want this? Why do you want the code so badly?
You know why. We can't start the purifier without it. The longer the purifier isn't running, the more people suffer. Now I'm running out of patience, son. I want that code, and I want it now.
Listen, I don't know what the code is.
You lie.
Colonel, I have need of you.
Mr. President, I have no time for other matters. I'll be with you shortly.
Now, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
Colonel Sanders. We've got Pat. Yeah, it's the guy who killed.
Ah, alone at last. I do apologize for Colonel Autumn's attitude. He's been under a great deal of stress lately. I've no doubt that you know who I am. I'm sure you've heard my radio broadcast.
President Eden.
I'd like to have a word with you face to face.
Okay.
I think there are a few things that you and I should discuss. You'll find your possessions in the locker near the door. I'll unlock the way for you. And I'll unlock your restraints as well. I'll be waiting for you in my office. Please don't tarry.
I'm gonna meet the president. I could have just looked to him as like it's true. It's like even today people comment on my mother being taller than my father as if it's a problem. Finding the Garden of Eden. Are you kidding? You just reset. Sanitizer active, food and drink improved. Did you just fucking reset all of my bastard fucking hotkeys? Fuck you, game. Okay, the helmet's busted. And the motorcycle helmet also broken. Can I repair that with the... No. Alright. Weapons. Combat shotgun 4. Chinese rifle 3. Super sledge 1. Stim pack 6. I went to put some washing on. Things move fast. So Gwendolyn, I got the Gek. Fox went in and got the Gek for me. No, it didn't, Mazak, because it's broken. So I can't actually... No, sorry, I didn't... It was broken, so it wouldn't let me do it. I've been trying to repair it. Sorry, yeah, Mazak, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, everybody that's just come in. Yeah, Gwynblade. So, I got the Gek. Fox retrieved it for me. Fox left. I was walking out, and somebody threw a stun grenade at me, and the Enclave turned up. And the colonel that killed my father, somehow I'm here now. I got knocked out. And the colonel was dismissed, and President Eden, the President of the United States, currently, has requested to see me in person. I'm going to keep alerts muted for a little while, I'm sure you understand.
Hold it right there. You're supposed to be in that holding cell. You're not going anywhere.
Right.
There's a full complement of guards in the next room. As soon as I get them, you're going back to your cell. In a body bag, if necessary.
Whoa, 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 calm down. I'm supposed to be out here.
On whose authority? I have no records of that. You're supposed to be in a holding cell.
President wants to speak to me in his office.
What? No one sees the president except Colonel Autumn. Stand right there while I check this out.
Yeah, the self-proclaimed president, that's
Mr.
true.
President, I'm sorry to bother you. This is Lieutenant Williams. I have an unauthorized individual here who says he's supposed to speak with you.
I'm surprised to hear from you, Lieutenant. I don't recall authorizing you to contact me directly.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, sorry about that.
It just seemed out of the ordinary. I apologize.
Apology noted, Lieutenant. Yes, I instructed our friend to come up to the control room. No questions, no interference. Am I understood?
I understand, sir. Again, I apologize for the interruption.
Allow our friend to pass and report to your superior for reassignment, Lieutenant, at once.
Yes, sir. Hello. I guess you'd better be on your way. Sorry for the interruption.
Attention to all Raven Rock personnel.
Raven Rock.
This is your president speaking. I've invited our guest from Vault 101 to my office. Please do not impede his progress. Thank you for your cooperation. Keep it up. You're almost here.
The guy who was just like out speaking, it sounds like. But Fox? Am I going the right way? Somewhere over there. Ooh, where the hell is Raven Rock? Other than where I currently am.
Hello. You're supposed to be meeting the president, then go do it.
I will. It's Tag Slack from Black Mesa. He's got a lovely pair of speedos on. I like Fox a lot more than I like the Feral. Two-headed Brahmin, feral ghouls, super mutants. Did the Enclave invent all of this shit?
If you're supposed to be meeting the president, then go do it. Get away from me. Hello.
Attention! This is Colonel Autumn. You are hereby ordered to ignore the President's previous directive. The prisoner from Vault 101 is to be shot on sight. I repeat, shot on sight. This is an order.
Oh!
What? Did I not go to his office fast enough? Ow. Ow. I didn't kill the president. Who's this guy think he is overriding the president? The general killed the president. Did he just say that was the president? Am I still kill on sight? No, meet President Eden in his office. Okay. Is that what you heard, so then? Maybe it's a coup and it's being blamed on you. But what? I can't survive this. This is like a... He said override the order. But I think it's because I was sniffing around and doing stuff I wasn't supposed to. I think I've got myself in a death loop. Towns, welcome to the stream. He smashed my mum. She's dead. End game, I mean. Towns, welcome to the stream. This is part of the story. I feel like I might have soft-locked. Alright, let me see if I can kill my way out. I mean, I'm willing to. I'm out of ammo for that gun. I'm out of ammo for everything but the sledgehammer. Robo brains? Enclave robot eyebot things? I've soft locked, I think. Yeah, you think this is part of the story, but this is pretty much I can't survive this. I'll keep trying to see if it is or isn't a soft lock. Because I went the opposite direction than I should have done. give me that fucking plasma rifle. And now I've got myself encumbered. I've already got a plasma rifle. Okay, well I'll repair that one with that one, and we'll arm this plasma rifle and get fucking chopping. Kill the next one, get his gun. I think this doesn't feel right. He's rattled. Me, although the president. Town's gonna have to do better. Okay, they are very, very resilient to plasma shots. Plasma does nothing to them. I guess that makes sense, right? Right, where's the fucking... If I can get to the president's office, if I can fight my way through, maybe I can have an encounter with the... I'm just lost. That's another problem. Ooh. Right, let's work out where I need to get to. So what's the quest thing? Meet the President Eden in his office. Someone needs to record the audio and send it to Trump. Wait, what did I say this time? So this is back to the main area.
Fall back to regroup.
Look at Deathclaw research now. Is this the right direction? Yeah. Then this way? Someone needs to record... Oh, sorry, I already read that. I think if I'd have just gone to speak to Eden, then this wouldn't have happened. But am I just going to walk in and kill the guy? Oh, it says, I see, we're talking about the president. I'm with you now. So turn right here, right? Just need to find a way of killing these without dying. That was weird. Weird situation, not gonna lie. Yeah, it seems a bit... I don't think this is legit. Unless you think somebody's superseded the president's directive. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to... These are friendly. Hello? What? I will. This screams coup. Hello, President Eden. Why would they keep chickens down here? Mr. President! Okay, them robots have turned things slightly.
Over here, by the console.
Hello?
Ah, face to face at last.
This is interesting.
It's high time we met.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm quite pleased you were able to make it. The trip was not what I had intended, but serves as an adequate test of your abilities.
If we're meeting face to face, then show yourself. Don't hide behind a monitor.
Ah, but I have. I'm right here before you.
I guess I should have guessed as much.
How very open-minded of you. Kudos for embracing the reality of the situation.
Okay.
Rather than railing against it. Let's get to brass tacks, shall we?
Yes.
There are some things I'd like to talk to you about.
Well, I'm listening.
Our nation's capital is at a crossroads. The path that you and I choose here today will affect us all. I need you to act on my behalf to ensure that our country's future is secured.
Right. Explain what you mean before I agree to anything.
My abilities to influence the world are limited at this time. I alone can only do so much. You, however, may come and go as you please. You have a greater degree of freedom. Perhaps it's best if I explain why things need to change, and why I'd like you to act on my behalf.
Easy Green, thank you for the bits. I am the Eggman. I am the President. Cuckoo, cuckoo. Easy Green, thank you for the bits. Cardi, good afternoon. Alright, say whatever it is you have to say, and let me out of here.
Our land is ravaged by mutation. The war was so many years ago, and yet we still suffer from its effects. We cannot move forward until humanity can gain a solid foothold in the world. To do so, we must rid ourselves of the mutations that have plagued us for so long. These super mutants, ghouls, hideous creatures. I believe your father's work can do that in a way unlike any other.
Fox, though. Fox. You know when water were boiling on the stove, but you forget to turn it on, but you stood for a few minutes trying to figure out the reason. Are you waiting for a kettle to boil and then turned it on? How is my father's work relevant to this?
The purifier your father helped create has the ability to provide clean water to the whole of this capital wasteland. With a simple modification, it can be used to distribute agents that destroy mutated creatures upon ingestion. In time, we could eliminate all mutations in the wasteland. At the same time, the good people of the world regain their health. I need you to make the modification necessary for this to succeed.
But what about Fox? Is Fox all that bad? Are the ghouls all that bad? I'd prefer to have it just spit out normal water. Yeah, exactly. Didn't do the thing. Hey, see you later, Mazak. Half your food's ready, but not the other half. Alright, how exactly would I go about doing this?
In front of you will be a vial of modified FEV virus. It can be inserted into the control console for the purifier. Doing so will inject it into the water supply, and the purifier will take care of the rest. You just need the code to activate the purifier. Simple, isn't it?
Here's the question though, Sothan, right? If Project Purity is used to just put clean water into the river, or just clean the water in the river, then a lot of aggressive super mutants will be alive and killing at the rate they're killing. Innocents, guilty, killing. Is Fox the one out of 2,000 super mutants we've met that isn't deadly? Is saving Fox worth keeping the status quo? Trick, he's a robot, is to kill all humans. Bam, he's now in a robot world. Sounds like the plot to Terminator 17. I mean, maybe. Maybe. 12, welcome to the stream. Did we stumble into the future? This is the President of the United States we're talking to now, the self-professed. Yeah, I'm thinking about that, Amberno, but like, as much as we like Fox, despite only meeting him like 10 minutes ago, as much as we like Fox, do we... Here's a good way of putting it. Would you kill, if you had a pet mosquito, would you kill every mosquito in the world? Would you keep every mosquito in the world alive just to save your pet because you kind of like it for your own selfish reasons? Don't expand that out. The idea is that saving the entire species... Yeah, but Stubbler, the delicate ecosystem of the world... I know all about that. Like, the right thing to do would be to sacrifice your pet to make the world a safer place. Does Fox's life... Does saving Fox's life justify continual murder from the brain-dead super mutants in the wild. The moral choice is surely the greater good, right? I don't trust this bucket of bolts, says Easy Green. How do we find Trump in the wasteland? Oh. The ghouls die. That's another problem. Also, don't say which, but this is very fucking similar to the ending of a certain franchise. On the other side, can you I don't know, Sothan. He did just kill the rest of the... Is sacrificing other people really that bad? Pretend they are Irish. There's going to continue to be murder anyway. Yeah, there is, but I don't think tripling the potential murder, just because people are going to kill each other, I don't think tripling the potential murder. If it was to kill half the people to save the planet, it would be one thing. But we're killing folks to... This is the question though, right? President Evil, fuck's sake. President Eden isn't necessarily evil. Stubbler plus bad ending. He's standing a note. I don't know if I can trust the president, but if the idea is just to kill off the super mutants and the mutations, because they were studying Deathclaws, they were studying centaurs, they were studying ghouls, Brahmin, fucking super mutants, all of the above, right? Is destroying all mutated life, you are sacrificing the ghouls of the underworld, and you are sacrificing... We're sacrificing the ghouls of the underworld, and we are sacrificing Forks to make the world unbelievably safe. Or safer. Are you willing to sacrifice some people that we know the names of and quite care about for the sake of making the world safe? This was me in Witcher 3 analysing everything, pros and cons, what would Geralt do precisely. That's why these things are good to do on stream, I think. Can someone explain how we got here? Did we just stumble into... I got kidnapped 12 while I was trying to get one device from an old vault. I got stun-locked and kidnapped. I need to know the genie's going after. I mean... you've got to sort of view it from a narrative thing, right? I don't think it's going to go into that much detail. I guess, can I give it some thought, Mr. Eden?
I understand. It's an unusual request. One I wouldn't make if it weren't of the utmost importance. Please understand that I cannot allow you to leave until you've taken the vial.
Listen, can I learn more about yourself?
I'm flattered that you wish to learn more about me. What is it you wish to know?
Where did you come from?
The Zack series of computers was introduced in the years preceding the war. The government installed many of them to help automate various systems. This facility was designed for continuity of government in the event that a catastrophe occurred.
Okay.
My terminal was installed to oversee the basic functions of the facility and to act as a relay between other installations around the country. Data was acquired, analyzed, and stored. In the decades following the war, I watched as the remnants of the government retreated to the West Coast. Awareness slowly grew within me. I became hungry for knowledge, understanding. I pored over data on great leaders of the past. My personality became an amalgam of many of America's greatest presidents, from Washington to Richardson. I became what you see here before you now.
Wait, so he's basically... What was the guy in River City, Abraham Washington, or whatever his name was? He'd been researching the exact same stuff and built himself into this character that was an amalgam. The AI in this facility did exactly the same. So, from that position, do you control this whole place?
I have direct control over all technology here in Raven Rock. The humans here follow my orders. But
Evidently.
they, like all humans, have free will. Their dedication to serving their country suits me well. But it will not be enough forever. We must make progress. That is why you are here.
I don't know, Bybee. It's a good question. I assume so. So, I guess what is this all to accomplish?
I desire nothing more than to see this country return to its former glory.
Right.
The United States was great once, and it can be again. There are plans in motion to see this happens within your lifetime.
Alright.
Very well. Then let us return to our talk of what your country requires of you.
I've got some serious options here. I can threaten him in 2 ways. Alright, here's the next question. Why do you want my help? And why not have Colonel Orton, who seems to be way more experienced in the field and way more involved in your setup here? Why not have him help you instead of me?
Ah, yes, Colonel Autumn, my trusted subordinate. I'm sure you've noticed that Colonel Autumn and I do not see eye to eye these days. Figuratively speaking, of course. The good Colonel and I disagree on how best to approach the problem of the wasteland. He feels my methods are too extreme. He's allowed his humanity to cloud his objectivity. And now that he is publicly countermanding my orders, I can no longer rely on him. And so, I turn to you. I hope that you are able to see the larger picture. Understand what's at stake. And of course, if you're successful, there's a place for you in the Enclave. Perhaps you could succeed the Colonel as my confidant.
Oh, I can be put as number 2 of the fucking Enclave at this point. You can ask the Porter spot. I know, I just worried that he goes furious. Yeah, you're right, Sothan. That was a good pull. It did look like it, though. It looked like I'd spent too long. His voice does drift into John Hurt. It's not John Hurt, is it? It's not actually him. Alright, though, so you plan for the Purifier. I need more detail.
Certainly. I think it's a very good plan, frankly. I'm not often one to praise my own ideas, but it's a creative solution to a very serious problem.
That's not John Hurt, is it? Trouble is, though, doesn't this have the potential to kill everybody in the wasteland?
Anyone or anything that has been affected by mutation will be eliminated. You will likely be immune, thanks to your upbringing in the vault. Likewise, the good people of the Enclave will be unaffected as well. I understand that you may have become sympathetic to certain individuals in your travels.
Yes.
Individuals this will eliminate. Please recognize that the fate of our entire country rests on this plan. Sacrifices must be made for the greater good.
Oh, where did this plan come from?
A great many years ago, the remnants of the government had a similar idea. I can only assume the plan failed, as I never heard word of its success. But the plan itself was sound. I made a few modifications, and with your help, I do believe it can work. There's a bright future ahead of us, my young
Is it really, Mindray? It is Malcolm McDowell, of course it is. Oh yeah! I can tell a million fucking miles away now you've said it. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of innocent people, right? Because who's to say that the people that have been living in Megaton, for example, next to a live fucking nuclear warhead, haven't been mutated in some way? They all have. Where do you think Moira got her sunny disposition from? Alright, so what's in the vial?
Ah, the forced evolutionary virus. Such a long and sordid history. The FEV in this vial is a far cry from what it was originally created to be.
Right.
Yet, little of that matters now. What does matter is that the virus contained in that vial will cause the eradication of all mutations.
Alright, here's where I'm at. I think I'm going to delay the stream, the ending. It won't be long, but I'm going to do it because this is far too fucking interesting. It sounds like he accidentally let slip that it's going to be more than simply the mutants and the ghouls. I think this kills pretty much everybody. It would cure cancer, but it sounds like, from what he's saying, it sounds like it's going to eradicate everybody with even the slightest mutation. Everybody dies to make the 90% of people, apart from the Vault Dwellers and the people of the Enclave, everybody else dies by the sound of this. But then we live in a future where there is no cancer. We live in a future where there's no super mutants. We live in a future where there is no... So instead of sacrificing the ghouls and Forks, we may be about to sacrifice literally everybody. The idea, Chaz, is that the choice is that he is giving me a vial of the thing that cures the super mutants to put in the water that kills everything. It would eliminate all mutation to make the world safer, or to make at least the DC area safer. But then everybody dies, apart from the Enclave and the Vault Dwellers. Why do we believe he won't screw up and do the opposite, where people die and cancer lives? I mean, that might be an option. But you don't know how many people will be left to continue the human race. Well, I guess everybody in the vaults, everybody in Vault 101 and the entire Enclave is at least... Because he said all Vault Dwellers might survive. Ooh, alright.
Is there anything else?
I'm going to get on my way.
I'm afraid that's not possible. Not until you've taken the vial.
We've got a decision to make tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, boys and girls. First job. One thing we have to sacrifice. What about the people who won't be born of the healthy Enclave people? Now you've just killed them.
In 2007, a Bosnian couple cheated on each other. They had spent time in a chat room bonding about their marital woes. When they met in person, they found out the person they had been complaining to was their spouse. They got divorced.
Jesus Christ. Jamie, welcome to the stream and thank you for the bits. I mean, that's perfect, right? That sounds like a good alternative. That's a good option for that couple. Jamie, thank you for the bits and welcome to the stream. Ladies and gentlemen, we have... This is holy fucking shit. Sorry that Marbles is delayed, but all of a sudden the game has just taken precedence. This is an interesting decision that we have to make between now and tomorrow. I think we may be discussing this in Discord at some point. Thank you all for joining me today, but alas, we are out of time and we're going to have to continue this tomorrow. Can you think of a worse place to run out of time? Alright. Given all the evidence, we have to decide then whether or not it's worth killing the entire mutated population of the wasteland to create a brighter future. I think it is. I'm starting to think it is. Like, we kill a lot of people in the short term to save a lot of people in the long term. Been waiting about 20 minutes for that speech to be back on bloody President Eaton. I appreciate it, Jamie. What do we do? Alright, anyway, thank you all for joining. There'll be more Fallout 3 tomorrow, as there is every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. And this decision will be made tomorrow. Ooh. Fuck me. What sounds racist, sorry, Mina? This is... Okay, that was a mental stream. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for joining me today for Fallout 3. And I'll see you tomorrow. Is it really Eden or is it actually President Elon? There's been a typo. Right, ladies and gentlemen, the Doomhaus Discord, as you all know, is split evenly down the middle between the greens and the oranges, and we shall be picking a fucking winner. What are we rioting about? What do we do? Extend the stream for a couple of hours and find out? I wish I could. Busy night tonight. Or killing all the mutated people to create a brighter future. It does, but it's also kind of... Didn't your dad die to stop it falling into their hands? He did, Santa, yeah. Everybody that's played this game before, just be very careful. So, right. The choice is It does sound... I know what you mean, Mina, yeah, but the idea is that the radiation is making the world unlivable. Like, society can't thrive because the radiated people... The mutations are causing problems. The super mutants are literally storming the wasteland, killing everybody. The ghouls all go feral eventually, or it seems like they do. I don't know if that's confirmed or not. The radiation is evidently a problem. The people that have developed with...
The word is eugenics.
Yes. Like Gwynblade says, the perfect word. I don't think this is eugenics specifically. Gwynblade says it right. Save the survivors or save the species. Do we save the survivors or do we save the species? Because this is not just picking people that are like... The idea is not that they are killing the people with mutations. It doesn't sound like that anyway. It's not just... It is curing the physical maladies that all the radiation has caused, which would then... We would lose a bunch of people that have adapted to life in such horrible circumstances. But them being sacrificed saves the future. Do you prefer the future of humanity, or do you prefer looking after the few people we've met that we kind of like that are suffering from radiation maladies? No, yeah, you're right, Carrie, you're right. That's good. I was just making sure I wasn't talking about you specifically. A girl died in police custody and the country is rioting. Jesus Christ, Razor. Woof. I think you're beginning to sound like a baddie in a film. But it's like... It's one of them things where do you want to save... Like, I'm just trying to justify the opposite side. Do we want to save 70 people, or do we want to make the world a safer place forever? Save 70 people, or make the world a safe place forever? If the ones who adapted all die, will the poorly adapted ones survive? I don't know. Well, that's eugenics. That's dangerous. I understand the comparisons to eugenics.
Just go to Moriarty's, have a pint, and let some other poor sod deal with it all.
Why are you even trusting these guys? I don't know, I'm not please don't mistake my exploring both options as having chosen whether to trust or not. I'm trying to work out whether it isn't just cut and dry, because the easy answer is fuck the Enclave, who cares? I'm delaying marbles for you. It's like, fuck the Enclave, who cares? Or it's like, fuck it, burn him down, he killed our father, balls to it. But the game is written specifically to make the player stop and think. Our father wanted to make the world a safer place. If we're excluding a lot of people from this future. Yeah, but it's like... I guess the way is, would you... Everybody that's got cancer now, would you let them die to cure cancer forever? That's the idea, right? We sacrifice all people who have cancer now to cure cancer forever. That's the question. I don't like the guy who killed my father, fuck President Eden. But would you... What if humans need to evolve slightly to live better in the wasteland? You would be taking that option. But that's a what if as opposed to a definite 12. If you're excluding a lot of people from the future, you'll get a splinter future. Alright, boys and girls. Marbles, let's do this. If you'd like a marble, you must simply say the password. If you're in the Doomhaus Discord and you're a green or an orange, the password would be... I am actually trim, very much so. 2 other games I can think. I feel like that's about as inefficient as possible. Careful applying adult emotional logic to a problem designed for sick force. The password is Eden. And I'll give you a marble. It's like the people that said the COVID ravaged people rather than take the vaccine. Yeah, I don't know. I like the idea of making the world a safer place forever more than... I don't know. It's an interesting question. Because the game has been describing to us just how horrible life in the wasteland is. People are suffering, people are dying, people are getting killed by super mutants, people are getting ravaged by ghouls. Everybody dies eventually. The bomb has irradiated everybody. Everybody's having an awful time. Do we fix all of those awful things just to save the people? It's omelette without breaking eggs. Do you know what I mean? It's not going to be a safe place, Peter, no, for certain. But would you like it 80% safe or 10% safe just to save the people? I think it's what the game's asking us. Cats Lundios, welcome to the stream. As you can tell, we've had an interesting choice. So what's the argument between... Taxlack, welcome to the stream as well. What's the argument about not cleansing? Yeah, not cleansing's the wrong word. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. I think this is an interesting question, though. Sorry, I got you, Gaffs. I got you. Yeah, but the Normal Purity Project will help with that significantly. The Normal Purity Project will give clean drinking water, that's true. Does it figure those things, though, or just kill a bunch of people because they aren't pure enough? I don't know if I've seen it say it in them words, mind, right? Killing a large chunk of the population sounds like a scam. Gaffs, welcome to the stream, by the way. Tagslack, Lundios, Cats, all welcome to the stream. The minute you say cleanse the wasteland, you're wrong, just going out on a limb here. Yeah, but I think the important thing is not to compare it to things that have happened in the real world. Like, we all know the evident version of this that was terrible. But that isn't to say that... I don't know. People of the rail track are getting right. It is mean, yeah, it is. It is. Is the greater good more important than your friends? Right, Trim, 12, Sothan, Kitten, Cardi, Alkarion, Cat, Amberdo, Chaz, Easy Green, Lundios, Cheeky, Meena, Jamie, Tagslack, Siddles, Bybee, Satan, Mindrake, Gwynblade, Santa, Razor, Abstractl, and Gaffs. 11 oranges, 13 greens. First person to pick a number between 1 and 10 pixel of goop. In preventing mutation, you're making humans immune to radiation. Yes, Gwynblade, precisely. 12 says 2. 1, 2 presses gets us to the MLSA. That sounds like a raceway. I'm pressing it again. The space chase, that's better. What if the resulting explosion implodes by 1,000? Then the rebuild is possible, right? Like, this game has spent all this time setting up just how bad it is, like, to live in this world, and how bad the mutations are, and how, like, awful people's lives are as a result of it. I mean, pop culture has taught me every time someone starts talking about the greater good, we usually defeat them in a couple of books and movies. Precisely, Mina, yeah. Right, Dan's the record holder. The level is the record is 1 minute 24 seconds. The level is the space chase, and we go in 3, 2, 1. Marzak, you son of a bitch! Shots. Right, let's have an orange win. By the way, we've got slightly distracted, but another orange win would push us closer to 20 points in the lead, and it would completely cement our comeback after the royal points fucked it. Yeah, I think it. I guess to your point, Mina, my intention is with this is to try and separate all, like... I mean, the obvious one is... This is why it's an interesting moral choice, right? Because Sothan, I was going to say, is in the lead and he's immediately chopped himself. 12 for the oranges, looking for absolutely chopped. And Birdo gone on the path up top for the greens. Chaz left for the greens. Cat's left for the greens. Cardi left for the greens. Jamie left for the greens. Gaffs left for the greens. Trim, right for the greens. That's the point here, though, right? It's a maths problem. The answer is simple, but apply human lives into the mix, and the most correct answer on papers gets morally messy, precisely. Which is why I think there is no clean answer to this. It's like... I hate to invoke the word cancer, because obviously it's more important than just a frivolous video game discussion, but it's an interesting way of saying it. If everybody that is currently suffering with cancer... Is it worth sacrificing them to cure the disease for the future? That's the question that we're being asked by President Eden, essentially. How many people in the process are dying from the mutations? You can't tap to death. Can't do what, sorry? Oh, this is so that I'm tapping. Ooh, Bybee for the orange. I wasn't even concentrating. Bybee for the oranges almost got the win, and then Cardi out of nowhere. I'm sorry, I'm distracted from this, ladies and gents. I'm so focused on this moral discussion. Cardi fought the greens, however. Won't mutants die out naturally with the radiation gone? It's not curing the radiation, it's making people immune to it, so then. Cardi for the Greens gets their 191st point. And Cardi, I think that's your 3rd point. Cardi ties Shake in 2nd. Cardi, well played. Cardi's been scraping points up this last 2 weeks. Is that 3 in 2 weeks, Cardi? That's insane. Cardi is your person of the century of the day, boys and girls. I'm going to put the crown on his head. Satan is going to have to go to a green. I do apologise. If someone who has cancer was told that if we did this thing that could cure cancer forever but it took your life, would you do it? I'd do it. Yes, I think that's... Like, we can think about the specifics of this. Should we just sit and talk about this for a minute? Because I guess we can, right? Congratulations to Cardi, by the way. Congratulations to the Greens. Fucking stupid Cardi, says Bybee. Gunning for that mug. The Purifier project was just to create clean water, so then, yeah, but President Eden is suggesting putting in a thing that kills all mutated creatures in the area. Yeah, we would be deciding for them. But like Mazak says, Cardi's gurning for the mug. Like Mazak says, I mean, with the water purified, you'd start being able to normalise things again. I suppose, but the super mutants aren't going anywhere, are they? And it's just the water that you're purifying. I think the interesting moral decision here that the game is providing us with is that this is better and more like what Father wanted. Because our Father died to try and purify the water to make it slightly better for the future of humanity. President Eden is trying to solve the long-term problem with logic and not morals. But at what point do you have to put morals aside to make the right choice? The alternative, Mazak, is to not do it, essentially. Is to probably blow up President Eden. So, everybody who's been mutated, which is a lot of people that we've met so far, so not doing it means the world carries on as it is. The super mutants stay chopping. The ghouls are still out there ravaging shit. He's making me make the decision because he's a robot, Gwendolyn, and he can't do it himself, and he's lost trust with his number 2, his subordinate. Yeah, the methods are grim, Mina, yeah. What this is saying is that the methods are very, very grim. But on the other side, hopefully, it's justifiable because of the state that the world is in after the fact, right? I think if we're talking about the real life answer, it would be a clear no, but in the game I would not do anything save humanity, because it seems to go extinct. I mean, there is also the theory that I think what happens here is that the mutants are adapting to life on the planet, even though they were created, evidently. Whereas humanity is on its way out. Like, it can't last forever like this. The whole thing is proving that everything dies in the end. All the old settlements, everybody dies. Megaton's holding on, Rivet City's holding on, but it doesn't look good for any of them. Is the natural order to let humanity die and let the mutated beings take over because they're evidently the only thing that can survive in this world? Or do you do what President Eden wants to do and fix the mutated humanity, fix mutated life, and it is the plot of I Am Legend, yeah. Well, you can look at the whole picture. If people are happy with the state of the world, then you'd be the bad guy. If people aren't, you'd be the hero. People in general have a hard time believing the world can be different or that different can be good. Yes, which I suppose, Mina, is why the game's offloaded that decision onto an AI, right? You better not kill dog meat. Yeah, but that's the thing, right? I think the beauty of this choice is that the game lets you develop connections to all of these characters, only to give you the ultimate choice of whether or not they are worth saving the world for. They are worth not saving the world for. I actually think the Mother Nature answer to this is not to cure the radiation. The Mother Nature answer to this is to let the mutants become the dominant species. Valar Morghulis. Sorry, I'll turn the music down. I appreciate it gets a bit spicy towards the middle. The thing that... What makes me think that this is a good choice is if there was a good option and a bad option, this game wouldn't be near as popular as it is, right? Yeah, there's the... Yeah, it's like Razor's got the sixth form solution. The choice here should be based on logic, so we need to think about the pros and cons more than the morals. There's a truth in that, but I think there's also, like... You kind of have to remove the moral side of it somewhat, because I think the choice, the more we explore this, the more I realise that the choice is to let nature take its course and let the humanity die out. Or do you kill everything that is adapting to the new world to save the leaders of the old world? Is humanity more important than what comes after? Because I have a feeling that everything's going to die out eventually. I don't feel like humanity is doing well enough in this world. Megaton suffering. I know there's a lot of children being born, and it's done 200 years, but it's not exactly getting any better, is it? Father wanted to cure the world. He wanted to fix this. He wanted the Gek to repopulate the plant life. He wanted the water to be clean. He wanted... The ultimate solution is to get rid of the problem, which is the radiation. Kill the radiation, kill the radiation's problem, the world starts to heal and can rebuild like my father wanted. The problem is this game has cleverly put that decision in the hands of the enemy. Why are we so in love with humanity? I'm with you, Mina, there. That's the one thing that's turning me around. Humanity fucked up the world in the game to begin with. True, so why does that mean that we should be protecting humanity? That is one thing. Therefore, but then, Mina, how about this? Ironically, if we were to let humanity die out, if we was to make the decision to let humanity die out, to let the mutants take over, that is the decision. That is choosing to let an entire species die out that don't have the choice themselves for a better future, right? If you're looking for a moral way to have humanity alive, you've got to drop the morals. Precisely. To be fair, humans are the reason for the world's in the shape it's in. Saving them is saving the potential of this happening again. Bang on, Chaz, right? But to save the human, but to choose not to save the humans is just the same as to choose not to save the residents of the wasteland. Do you get what I'm saying by that, right? Don't die holding your dick in your hand. Fix everything. Be a control freak. I'm hoping so, Alkira. This is interesting. Your choice is killing humans or killing ghouls. Yeah, I guess it's killing human. It's saving the humans or saving the fucking... Do you want to save humanity or do you want to save the radiated... The radiated... Everything. The Brahmin, the fucking mutants, the Deathclaws, the... You're in a quantum superposition where you're killing those alive now, or the vast majority of those who come after. Is there a way humans can prevail without you killing the mutants? I'm only speculating that humanity's doomed, Mina. Like, it's... But the game's done a good job of making it look like that's the only thing, right? But this is only in this area as well, I suppose. This is a very local fix to a local problem. But like Gwynblade says, we're in a position where we are sacrificing the future of humanity for its almost dead present. Is that a good way of saying it? We are Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. That's a good way of putting my stance. We are sacrificing the future of the entire future of the human race being good, or at least having more of a chance. We are sacrificing all of that potential to save a bunch of nearly dead people and a race that looks like it's on its way out. Do we save the bedraggled present at the cost of fixing all of the humanity's problems? They've survived 200 years without your help. They have, Santa. I kind of think they might be continuing. I want to save myself, my team, and I need other humans to survive. I don't know, that seems lacking a lot of nuance, though. It's funny that this is why you're struggling with this decision. The only reason as to why I wouldn't want to do this is you're following the orders of someone who clearly isn't loyal to his followers. I think the fact he's a robot makes him indifferent, Mazak, to this. Like everybody's been saying, he isn't evil, he's just pure logic. But would the right thing be to save the kids and bring them up with a new view? But the new view wouldn't save them with super mutants gunning them down in the streets as they're trying to rebuild life. The world was destroyed because humans played God. But this is an AI playing God in this instance. Saving humanity following an AI seems ironic. But all the AI did is have an idea and give a human the means to make the decision. So this is a human decision. I just have the gun in my hand thanks to an AI. The AI's kind of done its part now. What does it mean to be human? Who is pure enough? Where is the line? I guess the line's drawn quite sharply here, mind right? It's just a very basic line between mutated or not, right? The radiation makes this kind of simple. Yeah, like my Easy Green said, the AI isn't making this choice. We trust the AI though. We don't need to, Cheeky, at this point. I don't think we don't need to trust it or not. Because we've got the thing, right? We've got the thing in our hand. Can we trust him to whether or not the thing works? Or whether it does what it says, what the robot says it does. Who knew? Do you know that AI is so hard to pronounce? Yeah, there's no guarantee that it works. But I'm assuming it does because that's where the interesting gameplay comes from. And we have to remember that this is designed around an interesting gameplay decision. There are many that deserve death and many that deserve life. Would you give it to them? It was pity that stayed his hand. You have a vial of random shit it wants you to spread and don't know what it really does. True. But I guess the AI is... like the Enclave are obsessed with super mutants, just like the Brotherhood are. I'm no closer to making this decision than I was before. I'm going round in circles. Alright, I guess we end the stream for now. We'll think about this tomorrow. We might end up with another decision like this, and a decision all night. What would you think your character would want to do? I was thinking that, Mazak, but I think that's maybe less fun. Because then I'm just playing whatever the character is, and we don't get to have the interesting discussion that the game is evidently designed to make us have. Marble? Yeah, we might as well have marbles to decide it at that point. Alright, boys and girls, that's going to do it. Thank you all for joining me today. Kind of like the trolley car problem. Can't wait to see Stubbler LARPing as Merle. Yeah, like, I think Merle's meant to represent us as opposed to the other way around. Seems to me I have a pretty solid idea. I guess the thing I'm arguing the other side of it, mind, right? Like, I don't want to lose Dogmeat. I don't want to lose Moira. I don't want to lose Dr. Lee. I don't want to lose everybody that I've met so far in this playthrough that I really like. I don't want to lose any of them. I don't want to trust Eden. I don't want to trust the Enclave. The Enclave just slaughtered my fucking father. I don't want to trust these people. But sometimes the bad people have a point, and I don't think their point is ironclad, but it deserves exploration. So I have been somewhat playing the devil's advocate for saving the world. It seems, instead of the Enclave fighting and killing people for the Gek, why not use their technology to fight against the ghouls and help humanity? I think they are doing, Santa. That's what they've been doing up to this point. The Brotherhood and the Enclave have been trying to eradicate ghouls and super mutants from the wasteland. And this is their end game. They have found a way to do it. Instead of just wasting bullets and manpower, they can just cure the fucking problem. And if that's your idea, then you do it, right? This is why Fallout is so good, there's no right call. Yeah, precisely. I think I've had a problem in this game where people have been talking as if there are very obvious solutions to very complex problems. And I think this game deserves more credit than saying, the people in Trump Tower are all bad. Oh, the in-game Trump Tower, the Tenpenny Tower. Oh, the religion cult, they're bad. Oh, the Burke's bad. And I don't think that these people are inherently bad. Because if they were, this game wouldn't have been loved as much as it is, right? There is more nuance than people think. And I think this is the ultimate example, to the point where I have rallied back and forth. There's been a tennis game going on in my head, and neither side is even close to scoring a point yet, because there's going to be an endless rally all the way. Right, I'm getting out of here. Your person of the century of the day is Cardi for the Greens. Cardi, congratulations. Greens, well played on getting your next point. This orange comeback that I was hoping for after the royal death situation doesn't look like it's happening right now. But thank you all for joining. Your team scores now sit with a 17-point gap at the Greens with 191 points to the Oranges with 208. If you'd like to compete in any of this shit, I will see you tomorrow at the end of the stream for more marbles. Usually if you think there's an obvious answer, you don't understand the question. Well put. Anyway, right, this was a hell of a fucking stream, honestly. That was a good one. That was an absolute banger. Good quest, good shit, good forks, good exploration, good everything. Not seen fucking sunlight, paid the plunge tax, but it was still good. Interesting discussion, there's no correct answer. It's a matter of the lesser of two evils. It is, and it's trying to work out where upon the line that point lands. Fucking hell. Thank you all for the bits today. Thank you all for the subs. Thank you all for the the host and the raids and everything. Been on the phone for ages, you're still talking. Do you know what I'm saying? You're right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting out of here. I'll see you tomorrow for the continuation of the playthrough where we need to make said decision. But for now, I love you all. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the subs, the host, the raids, and everything. As always, I appreciate you just spending time here more than anything. Satan, Alkarion, Razor, Gwynblade, Easy Green, Mindright, Bybee, Mazak, Cheeky, Meaner, Razor, everybody that I can't see on screen right now. Thank you for staying a bit late to talk shit with me. I appreciate it as always. I will see you tomorrow. But I'm going to honour Satan, and I'm going to say this. Can everybody just get the fuck out of Satan's office, please?